KNDY.
And good evening and welcome in to our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week as it is round number 2 of the high school football playoffs. We are live from Valley Heights as the Valley Heights Mustangs and the Sterling Black Bears get ready to face off in this regional matchup. Good evening. This is Max Blasky, my co-anchor Quentin Blasky to my left, who will check in here with in just a little bit as we get ready for a rainy, chilly, windy night here from Valley Heights, setting just under 50 degrees, a slight east-northeast breeze about 10 to 15 miles an hour, and rain showers are to be expected, but it'll play into the hands of both of these squads as both teams will keep this ball on the ground. Valley Heights over 2,500 yards rushing so far this season. Meanwhile, Sterling comes into this contest 12 yards short of 3,000 on the year. We'll get more into stats and take a look at players coming up here in just a little bit, but taking a peek at how both of these teams got to this regional matchup. Starting with Sterling, they came into the playoffs last week 5-3 on the season. They took on Hayes Thomas More Prep last Friday night, another 5-3 team, a game that was expected to be close. Sterling blew them out. 48-6 was that final score, and a blowout for the Mustangs as well in their first contest versus Oakley. Taking on a 5-3 Oakley team last week, the Mustangs put up 41 points and held Oakley to 7, while both Logan Gray and Jane DeWalt barreled over the 130-yard mark on the ground. Max Shanks, 1 touchdown as well through the air as the Mustangs rolled, bouncing back from a tough loss last week versus Marion. Sectional round action is coming up elsewhere around the league, as Jeff was alluding to. Plenty of contests throughout the state tonight in Class 2A. Frankfort and Hanover both on the road. Axtell will be at home. And in our 1A class, Centralia is at home versus Olpe. It's going to be a great night for football, a very balanced attack from both of these teams. We'll get into that here after this break, as well as listening to head coach Cody Trimble's on keys for the game. We're going to take our first time out of this evening's contest. When we come back, we'll take an in-depth look at how both of these teams' season has stacked up and what we should be expecting in our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week, as sectional football is on your airwaves here in second round action of the Kansas High School Football State Playoff Bracket.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
Get the good stuff.
Superior quality at competitive prices. It's right around the corner at your Napa Auto Parts store, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. Napa has over 310,000 parts and accessories for auto, truck, farm, and small engines. Plus, all Napa brand parts are backed by a national warranty program. Need answers or advice? Just ask the friendly parts professionals at Napa at Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. They're ready to help.
Get the good stuff.
Quality you can trust at prices you can afford at Napa Auto Parts, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Once you plant Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans in your field, harvest will never be the same. Enter a new era of performance and join farmers everywhere, yielding an additional 2.7 bushels per acre over A-Series. Unleash your greatest harvest yet with Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you always get more than a bag of seed.
It's your land. You know what you need to run your farm operation. And it's a lot more than just seed and soil, livestock, and farm machinery. That's why we're here to design a plan that fits your farm, your family, and your life. We're local and we're here to help you grow. Stop by and let's talk. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
We're just making a living, making things grow.
And welcome back to our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week as we inch even closer to game time. Valley Heights and Sterling up next for you. Valley Heights coming in to this contest 6-2 on the season. Meanwhile, Sterling will be 8-3. 6-3. We'll get the math right here. 9 games played by the end of the season. An even matchup. First, we're going to swing it on over to Quentin as we preview both of these matchups. Quentin, as you look at Sterling's season so far, what sticks out to you about the Black Bears?
As Max alluded, it looks like a pretty fair matchup here tonight. They're going to come into this game with pretty similar game plans. Both teams like to run the ball. But as we look at their record, we see that Sterling has played some pretty tough opponents this year. Their losses coming from Sedgwick, Mountain Ridge, and Conway Springs. They have also won a game against Madison Lodge, who is playing against Trinity for the next spot. The winner of this game will go up and play them. So Sterling has been able to play a lot of good competition and have played both teams that they may or may not face next week. Madison Lodge was the one to take out the Valley Heights Mustangs last year. So this game does have a lot of importance, but we're going to see who can come out and get the job done tonight.
As Clinton alluded to, Sterling's played a heck of a schedule. Conway Springs, Medicine Lodge, and Hutch Trinity, they are all in the second round of playoffs along with Sterling. So 4 out of the 6 teams out of Sterling's district is on into second round action. Hutch Trinity, probably that biggest surprise as they upset Mound Ridge last week 20-14. And as Quentin alluded to, winner of this contest will take on either Hutch Trinity or Medicine Lodge. As for the Valley Heights Mustangs, they lost the first game of the season versus Centralia 20-14, a team still in the playoffs. Then went on, rattled off 6 in a row before losing to Marion 2 weeks ago, 46-26. Talking to head coach Cody Trimble, he said that was a wake-up call for his team, and boy, did the Mustangs wake up, beating Oakley in round 1 of the playoffs, 41-7. One side note, when we talk about schedules on this season, Valley Heights' opponents, a combined record 29-49, a 37% win percentage. Meanwhile, Sterling, 86-28, a 75% win percentage. So as Jeff Works was alluding to, too, in our little pregame there in the Frankfurt contest, Sterling probably has faced the tougher opponents so far this season. But, of course, Valley Heights battle-tested as they were able to make a sectional round run last year before they did eventually fall to Medicine Lodge. As before mentioned, too, both of these teams match up very similar. We're going to get into those contests here after this next break. But coming up first, we'll chat with head coach Cody Trimble as he takes a preview at these Black Bears as well as a look at his squad throughout this season. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week here on KNDY FM at 95.5, online at KNDYradio.com, and inside our free KNDY mobile app. Valley Heights and Sterling coming up for you here in just a little bit after our pregame head coach's conversation with head coach of the Mustangs, Cody Trimble. We're back after this break.
The Blue Rapids Mercantile is layered with collectibles, everyday household items, and great finds that bring back memories. Stop in at the Sunflower Speckled Building along the highway in Blue Rapids and soothe that antiquing itch. Always homemade toffee, peanut brittle, sweetbreads, and more available year-round, along with a wonderful assortment of Harmony Hills jams and jellies with many great gift ideas for any size budget. With reasonably priced items, you can enjoy your treasures and come back anytime to the Blue Rapids Mercantile.
Mustang Motors in Blue Rapids wants to get you into a new ride today. Whether it be a car, van, truck, SUV, or even a new Hisun side-by-side, Colby has it. And if it's not on the lot, they can find it. With easy financing options available and a warranty on everything that leaves the lot, you'll feel confident in your choice with Mustang Motors. Check them out online at MustangMotorsKS.com or stop by and check out what's on the lot in Blue Rapids. Mustang Motors, right on the highway, always right on the price.
Farmers, you work year-round to make the most of your harvest. Proper soil management, planting practices, and due diligence at harvest. Don't let a worn, torn, and ragged grain tarp cost you in the end. Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville has a full line of replacement Serco tarps for grain trucks, trailers, carts, or wagons. With manual or electric options, safeguard the quality and value of your harvest against the elements. Also offering repair options, stop by Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville for a full line of trusted Serco tarps.
Looking for a spot to refuel you or the whole team? Make the Route 77 Corner Store your ultimate pit stop. From Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream in Blue Rapids to hand-breaded fried chicken and fish in Waterville, fountain drinks, snacks, and sweet treats. Save on fuel with the Dino Pay app every time you hit the road. To take a break or stay on the go, let the Route 77 Corner Stores of Blue Rapids and Waterville fuel you up for your next road trip.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
Welcome into the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week pregame coaches interview as we chat with head coach Cody Trimble of the Valley Heights Mustangs as he prepares for tonight's matchup versus the Sterling Black Bears. Cody, you are coming off an impressive 41-7 win versus Oakley in round one of these playoffs. We had chatted a few weeks ago after your loss in the final game of the regular season at Marion about wanting the boys to be more prepared throughout the week at practice. Do you feel that was the case last week before getting that victory?
I think they did really well. They kind of took their shots on the loss and, responded well, came out and played well, had a great week of practice, kind of refocused us. We kind of talked last week that loss at Marion right before the playoffs might be one of the best things for us as a team. And I think so far that's kind of showed true. Just the way they practiced last week and even the way they started this week so far.
And as you do look at that game versus Oakley, you had two runners, Jaden DeWalt and Logan Gray, over 100 yards on the ground offensively. From the scorebook, looks like you guys kind of found your rhythm back. Do you feel that's the case?
Yeah, I think so. I think we played probably one of our best games of the year on both sides of the ball. So, again, just the way that we refocused after that Marion loss to see it at practice and then to kind of see it all come back together on Friday was really great.
And speak a little bit on the defensive side this year. I know there was some experience lost off of last year's squad, but I know a lot of players have stepped up and you guys have performed really well, especially in the mid part of that season against teams you were expected to. What has been a key for the defense in this year that you're hoping continues in these playoffs?
One of the biggest things we talked about this offseason when we lost some really talented guys to graduation, the key to defense is playing with an attitude and playing physical, and I think we kind of stressed that early on with some of our guys that were stepping into spots that they hadn't played before. And I think they really took that to heart. I think we've probably been just as physical, if not a little more at times, on the defensive side of the ball. And, when you run the kind of offense that we do and then play that way on defense, it can really wear people out. And, going into playoffs, that's a huge tool to have in our pocket.
And I'm going to ask you the question, but a key coming up now versus Sterling, probably a balanced attack is what you're hoping for again?
Yeah, we got to get everybody involved, try to keep people guessing on where the ball's coming to, where it's going. So balanced attack on offense is going to be key. And then on defense, they run a very, very similar offense to what we run, a lot of the same plays, a lot of the same concepts. And they play very similar to we do in terms of, getting off the line of scrimmage and trying to own the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be a very tough four-quarter fight, and we're going to have to even take that attitude that we talked about on defense to another level.
And last one for you, Cody, but as you look at the Sterling Bears, they come in 6-3 on the season, losses to Sedgwick, Mountain Ridge, and Conway Springs, upper echelon teams. What do they present that you're preparing for in terms of a style?
Yeah, those 3 losses are definitely nothing to take lightly. Those are all 3 teams that have been in the top 5 throughout the whole year. So they've played some really quality teams, and to come out of there with a 6-3 record is pretty impressive. But I think kind of what we just talked about a minute ago, the style that they play with, they slow the game down. They play tough, hard-nosed football. And honestly, I think it's going to just be a slugfest physically. And whoever backs down first is probably not going to get a play next week.
As you allude to there, Cody, it is win or go home tonight as the Valley Heights Mustangs host the Sterling Black Bears in round 2 of the Kansas High School Class 1 football playoffs. Don't touch that dial. We'll have more pregame on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week coming up next on KNDY FM 95.5.
Ease the burden on your loved ones with pre-planning services offered through Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville and Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley. This is Jared Anders, and we can help you in assuring that your wishes will be taken care of, easing the decision process for your family. From service arrangements to special requests, let us take time to meet your exact needs. Find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us at Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville or at Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
And welcome back to our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. We are about 9 minutes away from kickoff between Valley Heights and Sterling in this round 2 matchup of the Kansas High School 1A classification football playoffs. Both of these teams, as we mentioned earlier, very evenly matched in terms of record and in terms of style of play. Valley Heights 7-2 on the season. Sterling is 6-3. And Clinton, as we look at the Black Bears this year, just like the Mustangs, it starts and ends with the ground game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed what Cody said during his coach's preview. It's going to be a slugfest, and it's whoever's going to back down first is probably not playing next week. We are going to see a lot of rushing tonight. For the Sterling Black Bears, we definitely have Fairney. He is their leading rusher with 1,562 yards on the year, averaging 8.5 yards per carry, 173.6 yards a game. Those are incredible numbers, so we will definitely see the ball in his hands quite a bit. But they can switch it up. We have Newberry, Isaac, and Burgess all being able to carry the ball. The first two, Newberry and Isaac, have 66 and 65 carries respectively. Newberry has around 643 yards and Isaac 281. So they have some options. If you do focus in on Fairney, they can get the ball to the other players and do some work on the ground.
And as Quentin alluded to, it starts with Zane Fairney. He's going to be our fullback tonight. Sterling runs a very similar offense to Marysville, two wingbacks, and the Dylan Burgess kid and Wyatt Newberry get that explosiveness on the outside. Of course, Valley Heights down a defensive lineman and down a middle linebacker for this contest as well due to injury a couple weeks ago. Valley Heights is going to be tested in the middle. Now, if Sterling does get down on this contest, they haven't passed a lot this season, but I think they might have some athletes to be able to do it. But also Sterling, too, has hung their hat on the defensive side so far this year, especially forcing tackles for loss on the season.
Yeah, it looks like the season total is at 32 tackles for a loss. Those are quite impressive numbers through 8 games. We see their leaders on the defensive side of the ball, Newberry with 99 total tackles. So he is doing some work on both sides of the ball.
Defensively, Sterling really relies on their back half of the defense, and we'll get into those starters here in just a little bit. But as Quinn was alluding to, Jack Fairney, he was a all 11-man class player to watch in this classification coming into this year. This is his second straight year with over 1,500 yards and over 15 touchdowns, as he also has 20 touchdowns on the season this year. As for the Valley Heights Mustangs, you know the names over the last 2 years. Nothing has changed. It's Jaden DeWald, it's Logan Gray in the backfield. DeWald, of course, an all-state running back, over 1,200 yards, and Gray just short of 7. We're going to take a timeout, come back here for starters after this.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1- or 2-bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
Are you looking for a career opportunity where you can travel? Landell is hiring for a traveling service tech based out of Marysville. Looking for a mechanically inclined individual who has strong diagnostic skills and welding experience. CDL and passport required or have the ability to obtain. Excellent pay, outstanding benefits include annual wage reviews. Incentive bonus, 60% of profits are given back to employees. Comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible. Paid time off and holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landell.com or phone 785-562-5381 to learn more about this opportunity. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
Unload your unwanted or unused items and benefit local residents with disabilities through the Twin Valley Thrift Shops. Have some good used things taking up space? Drop those off anytime at the warehouse in Waterville or Twice But Nice in Beatty. For larger lots of garage sale leftovers, furniture, and the like, call to arrange pickup. Every donation sold benefits Twin Valley Services and their local residents. Learn more online at twinvalleyfriends.com or stop by the warehouse in Waterville, plus used furniture and appliances, or Twice But Nice in Beatty.
It is a brisk 48 degrees as we get ready for kickoff on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Glad to have you all along. Broadcast here on FM 95.5, online at KNDYradio.com, as well as in the free KNDY mobile app as we get high school football playoffs ready for round number 2 here from the home of the Mustangs. Taking a look at the starting lineups, we're going to start first with the Sterling Black Bears. As before mentioned, they come into this contest 5-3 on the season after the big win last week, 48-6 over Hayes Thomas More Prep. Sterling will go as follows up on the line. Derek Crone, a sophomore, number 55. Number 75, Kevin Plouts, a junior. Number 53, Cameron Morris, a sophomore at center. On the right side, it is number 56, Cale Thomas, a junior, and number 52, Waylon Schmidt, a senior, out at that right tackle position. Out wide tonight, only 16 passes attempted all season for Sterling, but still out wide. It will be number 3, Boston Eckert, a junior, tall, lengthy junior, will be a threat in the receiving game as Sterling needs to get there as long as Jackson Mendoza, a senior, number 5. It does start and end with the quarterback in the backfield. Number 8, Logan Isaac, a junior, will be under center. Second-year starter For the Black Bears, right behind him will be fullback Zane Fairney. Number 1, a junior, 2 names to keep a mention on tonight. Outside at the slot back positions, number 10, Dylan Burgess, a senior, and number 2, Wyatt Newberry. Sterling starts 3 seniors, 6 juniors, and 2 sophomores on the offensive end for a team that has 6 seniors on their 53-man roster. Now for the Valley Heights Mustangs, not much change at the tight end positions. It will be at number 5, Tristan Pearson, a senior, and number 23, Royce Ekstrom, a senior. Up on the offensive line, Dino Conti, a sophomore, number 66, will get the start at left tackle. At left guard, Charlie Waters, number 54, a sophomore. At center, Ben Argenbright, number 55, a senior. At right guard, Creighton Smith, number 61, a junior. And at right tackle, Lawson Stryker, number 58, a junior. In the backfield will be the same as it has been all season. Number 10, Max Shanks, will be your quarterback, senior quarterback. Senior fullback Logan Gray, number 11, will tote the rock for Cody Trimble and his Mustangs. Gray had a big game last week out versus Oakley where he rumbled for over 150 yards. His running mate in the backfield, Jaden DeWalt, the 1-2 punch of the 2-punch, number 21, a tailback, and split out in the slot. Kane Dummermoose, number 2, a senior. Valley Heights, an experienced squad, 7 seniors, 2 juniors, 2 sophomore starters. Quentin, as we get ready for kickoff, a key for a Valley Heights Mustang win tonight.
The key for the Mustangs tonight will definitely be to have those explosive plays from Jaden DeWalt, but it's going to take the whole team to do that. This is a very good defensive Sterling team, especially, as you said, in their back. So the linemen and the lead blockers are going to have to get out in front of Jaden, get those blocks, and let him do what he does.
Seems like every time we call a Valley Heights game, too, I'm looking at the offensive and defensive line. If the line of the Mustangs here tonight can be effective, Mustangs have an excellent chance of getting back to the sectional round for the second time in 2 years under head coach Cody Trimble. After just 3 years ago, the Mustangs finished 2-7. Back to return, it will be Jaden DeWalt and Logan Gray standing right about their own 10-yard line, kicking off for Sterling. Number 14, Lane Weagle, a freshman, will also be the kicker tonight, too. As Sterling does not go for 2, they kick extra points. We're about ready for kickoff. Mustangs in their home purple, Sterling in their road whites, and we are away. Logan Gray catches this about the 15-yard line. Right half brings it up the middle, has a little bit of a seam, gets up to the 38-yard line. An excellent starting position for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Logan Gray almost got through that little gap there. Just a shoestring tackle to trip him up. If he did not get tripped up there, that could have been some early points for the Mustangs.
Only Gray's 4th return on the season, of course, standing next to All-State returner Jaden DeWalt. Didn't get many opportunities throughout this year, but Gray does average 42 yards per return and got the Mustangs up just short of the 40. We're going to start at the 39-yard line. Mustangs going triple backs in the backfield behind quarterback Max Shanks. Sweep to the right side. It's going to be DeWalt trying to find a hole, pushes forward for about 6 yards. Good positive pickup for the Mustangs on a 1st down and 10 play. Mustangs on that one, putting it right between the tackles, as we mentioned, and the offensive line, I think, got the push on Sterling.
Yeah, Logan, yes, the offensive line did do a good job, allow DeWalt to pick up 6 there. Logan Isaac in for the tackle for Sterling.
And as alluded to a little bit early, Logan Isaac, Taylor Maxwell, Cameron Morris, and Tucker Haas, the 3 big men for the Sterling Mustangs. As Gray breaks it down the sideline, he gets up to the 20, but we've got a flag back at the line of scrimmage. We'll see where this one comes through. An excellent run there by senior Logan Gray, and it looks like the Mustangs are walking back on this one. I believe it's going to be a hold at the line of scrimmage. First penalty will go against the Mustangs.
So disappointing there for the Mustangs that penalty appeared like it happened on the far side where the run was coming in from the near side towards us. So not a penalty that needs to be made to make that play.
And a chop block is going to be the call. Of course, Sterling inside has some size. Defensive nose tackle Trayton Savage, a senior, getting the start in there along with, I believe, up there. They moved a few people around, it looks like, as Tucker Haas is going to be up on the line. So a backup of 10 yards here. 15 yards?
Yep, it looks like 15 yards they walked off there, which seems like quite a bit.
Mustang's original line of scrimmage was just short of the 40. Now they stand just short of the 30-yard line. Lone back in the backfield will be Gray. DeWalt motions in. It's going to be a give to the fullback right side. Gray will push forward for a few yards, but Sterling doing a good job of getting there defensively on a 2nd down and 20, a pickup of 1. So now Mustangs well behind the sticks and not something this offense likes to be in.
Especially a rushing offense like we see, but the Mustangs do put the ball in the air more than Sterling, so we may see them go to that early before some of that nasty rain comes where they won't really have the opportunity to do so.
Max Shank so far this season, 38 for 61, 62% completion percentage, over 750 yards and 13 touchdowns. He backs the pass here, right side has Ekstrom, a seam just in between the outstretched arms of two Mustangs there. Royce Ekstrom and Caden Dummermuth came sprinting out of the backfield. Had an opportunity for both receivers for near side, but incomplete on Shank's first pass attempt.
Yeah, both receivers able to beat their man down the field, just pass just off their fingertips, as you said, Max. Disappointing one, but there are a lot of good things from this first drive, even though it wasn't successful. We did see that the Mustangs can get out and have explosive plays, and we just saw there that they can get open. So,
yeah, good to see from the Valley Heights offensive side getting open receivers. Now 4th down and 16. We'll have to punt this opening possession away for Valley Heights. DeWalt gets this off into the rainy night air. A dodge kick will land about the 50 and roll up to the 45 of Sterling, and that's where the Black Bears will get their first possession started with tonight.
The Valley Heights defense, we're going to see how they are going to handle here tonight. Zane Barney, he's going to be one that we are going to watch and focus on, and I'm sure the defense is as well.
Fairney has alluded to in the opening back-to-back 1,500-yard season and all to a first-team at-large pick last year by Keisha Covered and one of 24 players to look for in the season. He has over 1,500 yards again and 20 touchdowns this year. He's going to get the first run up the middle, and Mustangs do a good job of closing him down for a minimal game. Actually, that'll be a run by Wyatt Newberry coming off the slot on the first run for Sterling. Again, Mustangs without a starting defensive lineman and starting middle linebacker. Team effort for the Mustangs is going to have to be a key for Valley Heights tonight if they look to get on to the sectional round. Valley Heights on the season, or these last couple games, allowed 7 versus Oakley, and before that, 3 straight games of only allowing 1 touchdown. Now here's going to be a run up the middle by Fairney. Pushes forward for a handful on a 3rd down and 1. We're going to call it a 3rd down and 3 now, pickup of 6. First run down there as Smith gets in there for the defensive stop. Mustangs along the front line here tonight on the defensive side. We'll go Ben Argenbright, Gabriel Padilla, and Creighton Smith and Lawson Stryker. 3rd down and 3 now for Sterling, just on the other side of the Mustang side. It's going to be a sweep and stopped in the backfield for a loss. Big tackle for loss by the Mustang defense. One of the first men there was Logan Gray and Charlie Waters as Newberry cannot find the edge. 3rd down and 3. We'll bring up a 4th down and 4, and it looks like Sterling's going to go for this.
That's what Valley Heights is going to need to do all night. Contain the edges and make them run it down the middle where you can surround them with a ton of your guys.
Newberry in motion. Ball just at the 49-yard line of Sterling. 4th down and 7. Fake motion from the Black Bears. Reset at the line. One man out wide, everyone else in tight. Carney behind in the fullback position. Newberry goes in motion. No, it's going to be an option. Right side has the man. First down for Sterling by about 5 yards on a 4th down and 7. We're going to pick up 9 on the sweep play there as Dylan Burgess came around the left end to the right side. First time Sterling's ran it to the right side of their formation so far here tonight, but a big 4th down opportunity missed for the Mustangs.
The Mustangs look like they did have the opportunity to blow up that play, but got that option off just in time.
Under center now is Isaac. Three backs in the middle. Isaac has trouble with the snap. He's just going to run forward, tackled nicely on that defensive end by the Mustangs after a pickup of a handful. But this clock keeps running, and that first possession for Valley Heights, that shot block penalty is looming large for Valley Heights right now as they open this game up with the kickoff. Had a big run by Logan Gray of 30-plus yards, but a chop block called put Valley Heights in a 3rd and 20 situation. Mustangs had to punt it away, and here's Sterling driving into Mustang territory. 2nd down and 7, ball at the 38-yard line. Isaac under center. It's going to be a give to the fullback up the middle. Good run, close to the first down marker for Fairney. Braden Smith coming down with the stop. 3rd down and 3 upcoming on that 3-yard pickup.
3rd and 3.
Mustangs looking for a defensive stop to stop this Sterling momentum. Already converted a 3rd or 4th down on this drive. Now it's going to be a give to Fairney up the middle again on a 3rd down and 3, picked up 4 or 5. So 1st down Sterling. And just as the stats allude to, the Sterling King hits marching it down the field.
Yeah, definitely using their options to get it down the field, picking up little chunks here and there. Really the only big chunk play they have gotten was on that 4th down conversion. Other than that, they're just picking up a few yards here and there and walking their way down.
Just like a key, though, for the Mustangs offense, I believe the Sterling offensive line is pushing the Valley Heights defense back, a team that has been exceptional this year, only allowing just under 16 points per game. Isaac under center is going to be give to fullback Fairney up the middle, pushes forward for about a handful of 5. Mustangs get there quickly. Logan Gray in on the tackle, as well as a handful of others, including Ben Argenbright. 2nd down and 6 will be the mark on the 4th down run by Fairney. Sterling taking the time. His clock runs under 5.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. No score starting off early on in this second round of the Class 1A Kansas High School playoffs. Under center is going to be option left side. Stop for a loss there. Mustangs get to the quarterback. Coming up big, number 54, Charlie Waters. Big stop for the sophomore.
Valley Heights definitely blew up that play immediately. Isaac had nowhere to go, no option with the ball. Charlie Waters looking good. That's a tackle for a loss. He also has another solo tackle on the night, and that front line is going to need to keep doing it. Max is pointing out here he is the leading tackler, 9.6 tackles a game, so he's going to have to really show up here tonight to help the Valley Heights Mustangs.
Waters, only a sophomore, has really stepped up big here this year for the Mustangs on the defensive side. Gets a big stop there. His 5th tackle for loss on the season will put Sterling in a 3rd down and 9. Ball at the 29-yard line. It's going to be a give up the middle to the fullback. Mustangs do a good job to corral Fairney after a pickup of, again, 5. Pickup of 4 is going to be the official mark, and a 4th down and 5 upcoming for Sterling. They already claimed 1 4th down completion, got a 4th down conversion earlier in this drive on about a 4th down and 9. Now 4th down and 5. Mustangs defense wanting to get off the field on a cold, windy night. Signal being given in from the sideline. Now quarterback Isaac under center. Fairney behind a man in motion is Newberry. It's going to be a pass right side looking for the end zone. Mustangs there defensively incomplete as Isaac was looking for his favorite receiver on the season, Boston Eckert. Eckert leads this team in 11 receptions, only 16 receptions for this Sterling offense, this season. And on a 4th down and 4, Sterling took a shot at the end zone from the 25.
Very surprising to see that from the Sterling Black Bears. They only average about 2 passes a game, and to do it with the somewhat manageable distance to go for your rushing offense, it was quite surprising to me to see them go to the air and go that far.
Mustangs looking to take advantage. It'll be first man through the hole. Not much there for Logan Gray. pickup of nothing for Gray on his first run, first official run, as Gray broke off about a 30-yard run on his first touch of the night. Of course, Logan Gray coming off a heck of a game last week, 158 yards, 1 touchdown, a long rush of 31 yards as well.
That was one interesting thing that I saw from last week, was that Logan Gray actually had one less attempt, but a few more yards than Jaden DeWalt. So we'll see if he gets involved as much here tonight.
Another run up the middle. I believe that was Gray again. Nope, that's going to be Jaden DeWalt, second man through. Second down makes it 3rd down and 2 now. So a pickup of 8 for DeWalt on his 3rd rush of the night. Clock under the 2:44 mark on a quick-moving first quarter. No breaks in the action so far besides one penalty. Mustangs running it offensively at their own 33-yard line. A change in play from the Mustang sideline. Dummermuth goes in action. Shanks under center. It's going to be second man through. DeWalt. DeWalt's going to nut for a first down and then a little bit more. DeWalt continuing to push that pile. Good run by the senior Jaden DeWalt on a 12-yard pickup as they mark him right at the 45-yard line.
Very impressive run there. He kept chugging, and it looks like they are going to go to a speed offense here.
Mustangs on the tempo. It's going to be second man through. DeWalt again, right side of flag again on the far side of the field, though. DeWalt with a few extra yards, a pickup of 6, but we'll see where this penalty comes from.
That flag might just come back to save the Valley Heights Mustangs. It was thrown early on the far side by the line judge, but it did look like Sterling came up with the ball, but I believe this flag is going to be before the play happened.
We'll see what the call is. Mustangs already one accepted. It's going to be on the defense. So on a 1st down and 10, illegal substitution is what they're going to call it.
Yep. That was a smart decision. You could see Mac Shanks out there signaling to get the ball off quickly. He was trying to rally his team to the ball, get on the ball, as Sterling kind of looked confused there as Valley Heights was able to snap it.
Mustangs went quick. They gained 5 on the yard, but with that penalty card call, it's a free 5 yards. So now a 1st down and 5 right at midfield for the Mustangs. Shanks under center, split out wide. Receiver for Valley Heights. Second man through as DeWalt keeps chugging through, and we're going to have a flag come in again. Second straight play now with a flag. DeWalt has enough for the 1st down and then some. Picked up 7 on a 2nd down and 5. The only thing stopping this offense is so far penalties early on. Mustangs clapping. It's going to be a face mask on DeWalt. We're going to mark it after the 1st down run. So 7-yard pickup there for Jaden DeWalt. And I believe it's 15 more for the Mustangs.
Yeah, this is looking really impressive what DeWalt is being able to do. It looks like they're wanting to go tempo gun. Everyone's already kind of getting lined up in terms of the wide receivers on the far side. Everyone's lined up before the ball's even on the ground.
That receiver far out wide for the Mustangs is number 5, Tristan Pearson, senior. Mustangs now I formation. It's going to be Shanks on a quarterback sneak on a 1st down and 10. Positive yardage, won't complain about that as we hit the 1:30 mark here in the 1st quarter. Still score 0-0, but Mustangs driving into Sterling territory.
It's all Maxwell down in that pile for the stop for Sterling Black Bears. Kind of surprising look what we're seeing out of Valley Heights. I mean, obviously they're going to run it, but the tempo, the quarterback sneak that we're seeing, just kind of throwing Sterling for a loop.
And Mustangs running behind the right side of this line. Here we go again. Shanks on the option. He's going to keep this one. Probably smart, not much there. Sterling goes diving as the ball was out, but it won't be. Shanks keeps the carry as we go under 60 seconds here. As before mentioned, running behind big right guard Creighton Smith and big right tackle Austin Stryker, both juniors for the Mustangs. Shanks now, after a 2nd down and 8, another pickup of 2, so brings up a 3rd down and 4 as we hit 40 seconds in this 1st quarter. Big 3rd down conversion here for Valley Heights. Ball on the Sterling 24-yard line, I formation for the Mustangs. It's going to be left side give. Logan Gray gets forward. Believe he fell forward. Good enough for a 1st down. They're going to signal it and then some. 3rd down and 6. Gray picks up 7. on a big first down as this quarter comes to a close. Winds down? Well, maybe not yet. 20 seconds left. We'll see what Valley Heights decides to do. Mustangs looking over towards the sideline, looking at head coach Cody Trimble. Clock now under 12. Play call coming in, but I believe we're going to take this one to quarter break. Nope, we're under center with 5. Shanks under center. We'll snap this one. It's going to be a run right side for Gray. Gray stays on his feet. Big first down and another penalty for Sterling. That's going to be an 8-yard pickup as the clock expires. Good job by the clock manager to keep that one rolling to get us at the end of the first quarter. And let's see what the penalty will be called. Valley Heights clapping as if it is on Sterling. If it is, that'll be their second accepted one of the evening. Ball will be just short of the 10-yard line, marked at the 11. It's going to be personnel face mask, 3 yards for the Mustangs when we come out of this break. Nothing at the end of the first quarter. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. 1 quarter down, 3 more to go on a win or go home contest from Valley Heights. We're back after this break.
We know the scenario. Your Wi-Fi is being shared between 2 televisions streaming Netflix, smart devices scattered throughout your home, multiple smartphones, and you have a Zoom meeting you're trying to connect to. Take the frustration out of your Wi-Fi with Blue Valley Technologies' worry-free Wi-Fi service. Our advanced router with a 24/7 support team can help your home network run smoothly. For more information, call 877-876-1228.
If any of your family members meow, bark, squeak, chew, dig, squawk, claw, play dead, or fetch, you need Dr. Porter and the Blue River Veterinary Clinic in Waterville. Dr. Porter is dedicated to the wellness and health care of your small animal pets, offering vaccinations and wellness checks, boarding, dentistry, emergency care, grooming, surgery, and radiology with her full-service clinic. A healthy pet is a happy pet, and a happy pet means a happy home. Call today for your appointment, 363-2222.
12 minutes of game time took us 20 actual minutes in real time, as Quinn alluded to. A fast-moving first quarter, knotted up 0-0. Mustangs, though, on their second drive, looking to get it into the end zone. Ball will be at the 5-yard line. Mustangs power inside. Kyle keeps moving. Oh, far side ref's going to call him short just of the goal line. We're going to give him 4 on that one, as the Mustangs now in action 1 yard away from our first score here tonight. Here, quickly run up the middle. Touchdown, Mustangs. Run off the right side, I believe. That was Jaden DeWalt who gets the 1 yard touchdown run here at the 11:39 mark. And Valley Heights just kept on pounding.
Really, really fun stuff to watch here tonight. You can tell that they are playing around with the tempo quite a bit and just hammering Logan Gray and DeWalt down the middle, just trying to get those penalties, trying to get those yards where they can, and they're doing a good job at it. Definitely something they practice in terms of that, throwing off the tempo for the other team.
Mustangs going for 2. Here's an end around. KNDY got in for the 2-point conversion on the end around for the Mustangs. They take the early 8-0 lead, and we're back after this break.
Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids. Building quality, locally produced custom trailers, wishing all Mustang athletes the best of luck this year. From start to finish, the best is what you'll get from Sharp Manufacturing. Check out their full line of high-quality enclosed cargo trailers and custom car haulers at sharpmanufacturing.com. The best and last trailer you'll need, Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids.
Tammy Parker with Tammy Parker Realty has all the bases covered. She's your realtor, broker, and agent. Give Tammy a call today in Waterville at 363-2010 or 562-6688. She has property for sale in Marshall, Washington, and Riley counties. Or visit her website, tparkerrealty.com. Tammy Parker Realty in Waterville, 363-2010 or 562-6688.
Boom, snap.
Little missed call on there by yours truly, Caden Dummermuth, the one that runs that in for the Mustangs. Quinn was just talking, a good drive by the Mustangs to bring in the first score.
Yeah, I alluded to it earlier when we were here. I like what Valley Heights is doing with the tempo. They sped up the tempo, and then right before the half, right before they came into the huddle, they looked lackadaisical and then jumped on the ball to get them some good yardage and line them up for good position on the second quarter.
Argenbright sends this one away. It's going to be a turn on the left side by Zane Fairney. A flag comes in again. Sterling already 3 accepted penalties on the Black Bears tonight. We're going to see where this one comes in on that far side from the White Hat. It's going to be a holding on the return team, so 3rd accepted by Sterling so far. Valley Heights' lone penalty set them back on their first drive of the night. Thought it was going to come back to bite them in the rear end. The Mustangs jump on the board first on a good drive to end that first quarter. Now Mustangs defensively looking to force another 4th and out. Sterling already here tonight, 1 for 2 on 4th down opportunities. So obviously they will go for it, as again it is win or go home in this second round of the high school playoffs. Isaac will be under center. Fullback Fairney behind him. It's going to be a run right up the middle by Fairney. Mustangs keen in on him here the last couple downs. A pickup of 2. Now Fairney 5 rushes for 20 yards. A fullback that averages 8.5 yards per carry, averaging just 4 so far here early on in this contest. Just under the 11-minute mark here in the second quarter. Stay tuned. Coming up at halftime, we'll be chatting with Valley Heights' own Chloe Gunn as she talks about the Valley Heights all-school play coming up tomorrow. Don't want to miss out on Doo-Wop or Red Riding Hood there tomorrow at the Waterville Opera House. Here's a keeper up the middle for Sterling. Quarterback Isaac couldn't find anyone on the initial read. Gets up close to the first down on a 2nd down and 8. I think they're going to mark him about 6 inches short. So 2nd down and 8, got 7.5 for Isaac. Now with 10 yards on 4 rushes. Nope, they're going to give him the first down. I thought that one was awfully close. First down for Sterling. James Volkin in for the stop.
I had it as Everson Parker,
okay.
But yeah.
Good job for the Mustangs getting the stop. Here's going to be a pitch left side into the speedy hands of the receiver. White Newberry finds the edge and then some. First down and 10, pickup of about 17. Goes from the 31-yard line up to the 48. That's going to be a 17-yard pickup for Newberry on his 3rd run of the evening.
Nearly caught the edge there with his speed, but Royce Ekstrom able to run him down and just get him out of bounds. If Royce wasn't there and quite as quick, he could have been off to the races in the end zone.
And the second time now, Sterling's got to the edge on that sweep motion. They got the first down on the long 4th down. It might be something we're going to see here later on. Get away from Fairney, get to the edge. Just as I say that, a run up the middle by Fairney. Positive yardage on a first down and 10. Ball up to the 39-yard line. Or 41, excuse me, 40.
7-yard gain on the play.
7-yard pickup for the fullback.
Had a few guys in there on the play. I had Royce Ekstrom again helping out with that tackle along with Creighton Smith, able to bring him down.
The defensive tackles for the Mustangs, defensive line in general, going to have a big night or need to have a big night if Mustangs want to win this one. It's going to be an option right side, stopped for a loss. Getting there first for the Mustangs, number 6 in there, Gavin Crowder.
Gavin Crowder makes the stop on number 8.
So on a pickup, that's actually going to be a 1-yard loss on quarterback Logan Isaac. Sterling so far here early on. Good job by the Mustangs defense just to force stops and some short gains early on. Isaac now under center. Sterling continuing to possess this. It's going to be a sweep right side to Newberry. Newberry finds the edge, does get the first down, and as they reset the 6, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. We're back after this word from our sponsors. Ooh, maybe.
Brought the ball 34 yards.
Get the good stuff.
Superior quality at competitive prices. It's right around the corner at your Napa Auto Parts store, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. Napa has over 310,000 parts and accessories for auto, truck, farm, and small engines. Plus, all Napa brand parts are backed by a national warranty program. Need answers or advice? Just ask the friendly parts professionals at Napa at Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. They're ready to help.
Get the good stuff.
Quality you can trust at prices you can afford at Napa Auto Parts, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware.
Just as the play was getting ready to get going, false start on the Black Bears. Big right tackle, number 52, Waylon Schmitz, got a little bit too excited going against Ben Argenbright on this near side. Fourth accepted penalty by Sterling this evening. Backs him up to a first down and 15. It's going to be a pitch right side. Late pitch is going to be taken by the running back. Out there on the outside is Dummermoon. This is one tackle, but coming in for the tackle, linebacker for the Mustangs, number 44, James Volkin. Dylan Burgess is going to get his second run of the night on a first down and 15. A pickup of 3 now brings up a second down and 12.
Vulcan really doing some work tonight. Already 4 solo tackles. He is definitely a guy that's keeping that edge contained and keeping him to these short yardages when he is able to option out. One thing I did want to say, Burgess, before we went to break, had a great block on the far end to help his runner get some extra yards there for Sterling.
Second down and 12. Now it's going to be a run left side. Newberry's going to be stopped for no gain on that left side. Logan Gray in there along with a bevy of Mustangs. Good stop by Valley Heights. No gain on the play, and upcoming a long third down and 12. Sterling has already went for fourth down twice already in this contest. Now on the long third down and 12, we'll see what happens. Under the 7:30 mark in this second quarter, 8-0 Mustangs lead on a 1-yard touchdown run by Jane DeWalt at the 11:39 mark. Isaac under center, Fairney behind him, swap backs left and right. Newberry goes in motion. It's going to be a pass play here near side, going deep down the middle. Ekstrom there, picks it, drops it. That was a sure-handed pick there by Royce Ekstrom on the free safety possession, but an incomplete pass on a fourth down and 12. Good job by the Mustangs not to bite on that play fake either.
Yeah, great job by Royce Ekstrom there. Surprising that we're seeing Sterling come out and pass this much. They pass about the same position on the other end of the field last time, so it's just, I guess, that's about the yardage their plays are drawn up for. That is my guess. Or try and open up that running attack a little bit more, giving some other looks so maybe they can go back to the ground.
Like Quentin said, and like you said, earlier, they took a shot at the end zone on a 4th down and 4 there about the 25-yard line. Here, a 3rd down and 13 at the Mustang 35, and they take a shot almost to the end zone. So really taking deep shots here early on when it's looking like the flats will be open. There's going to be a timeout called. We'll take it with them. Mustangs lead 8-0, second quarter score.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Once you plant Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans in your field, harvest will never be the same. Enter a new era of performance and join farmers everywhere yielding an additional 2.7 bushels per acre over A-Series. Unleash your greatest harvest yet with Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you always get more than a bag of seed.
You work night and day to get the crop in. You worry about the weather. You worry about prices. You have repairs to deal with at the worst possible times. It's a lot of work and a lot of worry. But when it's all said and done, you wouldn't trade places with anyone. Making things grow is in your blood. It's in ours, too. We're a community ag bank. Citizens State Bank. Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
Had a runaway break there. Couldn't quite catch the fourth down play, but if you're a Mustangs fan, incompletion on a 4th down and 12. Now Sterling 0 for 3 passing it, and a second turnover on down for the Sterling offense as the Mustangs take over at their own 36-yard line. DeWalt to the right side, pushing that pile, continuing to push up close to a first down marker. Good run by the Mustang senior running back.
Newberry gets his first tackle there with that one. One thing I want to bring up about that play that we missed here, Tristan Pearson, not a name we often say, he was able to get back there and give the Sterling quarterback, Isaac, some good pressure leading to that incomplete pass.
Mustangs defensive line came up big when they needed it. Now offense looking. Gray gets the seam. Gray gets the first down, cuts to the outside across the 40. Still going Logan Gray. Big run for the Mustangs. That's going to be a 23-yard pickup, maybe circuit 22 for Logan Gray on his longest run of the night.
Really impressive run there. It was almost that he ran into his own guy trying to cut behind. His wide receiver doing the blocking for him that went out downfield. He cut behind him, ran into him as he was trying to throw that block, slowed him down just enough for Maxwell to get behind him and bring him down.
Now here's DeWalt, breaks his run left side, close to another first down from the 36 up to the 30-yard line. We're going to give him a 6-yard pickup. Maxwell, his second straight pickup. But, yeah, like Quentin was alluding to there, Valley Heights receivers and tight ends, of course, on a running team have to do an excellent job of blocking downfield, and they have so far tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We've seen it work effectively here tonight. Valley Heights looks explosive. They're able to pick up those big chunk plays.
Shanks under center, I formation for the Mustangs. Sweep left side. DeWalt has the seam. First down along the sideline, forced out of bounds. And as the chain gang gets their reset, we're going to take a 30-second break. We're back after this.
The Blue Rapids Mercantile is layered with collectibles, everyday household items, and great finds that bring back memories. Stop in at the Sunflower Speckled Building along the highway in Blue Rapids and soothe that antiquing itch. Always homemade toffee, peanut brittle, sweetbreads, and more available year-round, along with a wonderful assortment of Harmony Hills jams and jellies with many great gift ideas for any size budget. With reasonably priced items, you can enjoy your treasures and come back anytime to the Blue Rapids Mercantile.
7-down run on that previous play by Jane DeWalt. 3 straight 7-yard pickups. First down and 10 from the Sterling 23. Here goes Logan Gray up the middle. No, Shanks keeps it. Even got the announcer out of line on a first down and 10. Pickup of 12 for Max Shanks on his third pickup of the evening.
Impressive run there. As you said, I think he fooled everyone. Back to tempo.
Mustangs going quick here. 11-yard pickup for Shanks. It's going to be a sweep right side. DeWalt trying to push his way through that pile. Positive yards. About a handful of yardage. As we mentioned earlier, Valley Heights obviously a very methodical team driving down, but we see them almost go that no-huddle sense a lot here early on in this one. 3-yard pickup by DeWalt, now 60 yards on 10 rushes. 1 touchdown, 2 as well, as Mustangs lead 8-0 as we near halftime. 4 minutes to go. And a reminder, we will chat with Valley Heights' own Chloe Gunn coming up at halftime as we preview the Valley Heights all-school play Doo-Wop Red Riding Hood this weekend at the Waterville Opera House. Run left side for Caden Dummermuth down close to the line. They're going to mark him about 6 inches short of the goal line. Ball down by about the 1.5-yard line. So on a 2nd down and 7, a 6-yard pickup by Dummermuth. 3rd down and goal to go for the Mustangs. Ball at the 1-yard line. I formation heavy set for Valley Heights. It's going to be quarterback power up the middle. Shanks dives. They're going to mark him short. Shanks is going to be about 4 inches short. They had him marked about the 1.5-yard line. Sterling defense, good job of coming in short up front. And now a measurement will be upcoming while we wait for the chain gang. Quick 30-second word from our sponsors.
Mustang Motors in Blue Rapids wants to get you into a new ride today. Whether it be a car, van, truck, SUV, or even a new Hi-Sun side-by-side, Colby has it. And if it's not on the lot, they can find it. With easy financing options available and a warranty on everything that leaves the lot, you'll feel confident in your choice with Mustang Motors. Check them out online at MustangMotorsKS.com or stop by and check out what's on the lot in Blue Rapids. Mustang Motors, right on the highway, always right on the price.
So a first down call is going to be the motion. Mustangs could have got a first down at the 1 yard line, so they will have it again at the 1, first down and goal. A big change, especially on the down standpoint for Valley Heights. I formation for the Mustangs. Big fullback in there's James Bolkin. It's going to be a run right side with DeWalt, and in goes Jaden. His second rushing touchdown of the night, his second 1 yard touchdown run.
Really, really impressive stuff I'm seeing here from the Valley Heights Mustang offense. We were just talking, they are switching it up from tempo to methodical. I believe they're making multiple play calls. They're being efficient, effective, and doing a good job out there.
Mustangs, except for their first punt of the night, have scored on 2 of 3 possessions. I formation again. Shanks will hand it off to DeWalt right side. DeWalt rumbles in. 2-point conversion good. Mustangs lead 16-0. We're back after this break.
Farmers, you work year-round to make the most of your harvest. Proper soil management, planting practices, and due diligence at harvest. Don't let a worn, torn, and ragged grain tarp cost you in the end. Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville has a full line of replacement Serco tarps for grain trucks, trailers, carts, or wagons. With manual or electric options, safeguard the quality and value of your harvest against the elements. Also offering repair options, stop by Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville for a full line of trusted Serco tarps.
Looking for a spot to refuel you or the whole team? Make the Route 77 Corner Store your ultimate pit stop. From Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream in Blue Rapids to hand-breaded fried chicken and fish in Waterville, fountain drinks, snacks, and sweet treats. Save on fuel with the Dino Pay app every time you hit the road. To take a break or stay on the go, let the Route 77 Corner Stores of Blue Rapids and Waterville fuel you up for your next road trip.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
Where do you turn when the unexpected happens? You may wonder what's next. Who do I call? What should I do? We at Christy Anders and Anders Fifely Funeral Homes are here to assist by providing support and personal services while helping create a beautiful and unique tribute for your loved one. We're proud to offer affordable, personalized packages to fit any budget. You can find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us in Waterville at Christy Anders Funeral Home or in Riley at Anders Fifely Funeral Home.
As the rain heavies up, Mustangs hold on to a 16-0 lead. A little pooch kickoff. The kickoff is taken about the 40-yard line on the first run out of half. Here's a run. Fairney breaks this left side, getting up for a first down. Cutting back now midfield up across the 40. Big run for Sterling right out of that break from the 42-yard line. That's going to be a run That's going to be a 23-yard run by Zane Fairney, his longest by far of the evening. Just broke tackles left and right on that run.
I really thought he was down way shorter than where he ended up. He was able to slip through a few tackles, cut back multiple times, and it was up to Logan Gray to finally take him down. And we've said that name a few times now, second with solo tackles for the Mustangs.
So now first down and 10, Sterling on Mustangs territory. It's going to be a run for Fairney up the middle, continuing to chug. Picks up, we'll give him about 7 or 8 on that run as clock rolls under the 3-minute mark here before halftime. A quick moving first half here. Mustangs leading. 6-yard pickup for Fairney. Almost doubled up his run total so far on that last run. Now 56 rushes on 8 attempts, back to that 7 yards per rush average there he sets on the season. Mustangs looking to maybe get a stop and get the ball back here with 2 minutes left to go before halftime. It's going to be a Fairney run up the middle again as rain continues to pour down. Close to a first down mark. We're going to call it a 3rd down and 1, so a 3-yard run by Zane Fairney as Ben Argenbright got in there for the tackle for the Mustangs. 3rd and short as we hit the 2-minute mark here before half. Mustangs leading 16-0. Sterling has 2 timeouts in their pocket. Head coach Cody Trimble has got 3 in his back pocket. 3rd down and 1. Tight formation, and head coach Cody Trimble wants one of those timeouts. We'll take it with them. The Mustangs leading 16-0.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1 or 2 bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
So movement of the placement on the ball there. Ref moved it up about 6 inches. We're going to go ahead and call it. So instead of a 3rd down and short, 1st down and 10 now for Sterling. We'll see if that affects their play call on the Mustang side of the field. Working left to right, ball on the left hash. Man in motion is Newberry. It's going to be a run to the left side. Mustangs keep him inbounds. Pickup of a handful, about 7. Clock rolls under the 1:30 mark. Head coach Cody Trimble just took his first out. We'll see if Sterling's going to get one here as Gavin Crowder gets the stop for the Mustangs. 6-yard pickup, ball up to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I had Logan Gray on that one, but, every time it goes to the outside, there is a pack of Mustangs out there. I was going to compliment Logan Gray on how many possessions he's been involved with here now on this drive, but Valley Heights looking to kind of weaken up defensively. We'll see what they can do to stop Sterling.
The Mustangs flying to the ball here early on. Now it's going to be a run up the middle by Farney. Farney on a 2nd down and 5 is going to be stopped short. 3rd down and about 3 coming up now on a 2-yard run. Clock continues to run under 46. Sterling won't take a timeout. 3rd down and 3 now as they're letting a lot of time run off this clock. In Valley Heights territory, Sterling looking for their first score. Ball on the 18-yard line. Newberry goes in motion. Now it's going to be a pitch right side. I believe Sterling has the edge and they might have a touchdown. Inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Finally wrestled down by Logan Gray is Dylan Burgess. I don't believe he did go out of bounds. First down, and a timeout is going to come in from Sterling. We'll take it with them. Sterling threatening here late in the first half.
Are you looking for a career opportunity where you can travel? Landell is hiring for a traveling service tech based out of Marysville. Looking for a mechanically inclined individual who has strong diagnostic skills and welding experience. CDL and passport required or have the ability to obtain. Excellent pay, outstanding benefits include annual wage reviews. Incentive bonus, 60% of profits are given back to employees. Comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible. Paid time off and holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at Landell.com or phone 785-562-5381 to learn more about this opportunity. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
Touchdown Black Bears on a shotgun formation. That went from Logan Isaac to Wyatt Newberry out the outside. A 9-yard touchdown pass as they caught the Mustangs sleeping coming out of the timeout.
Little cutback there from Newberry to draw off his defender, and the back that was in the end zone just did not have enough time. The ball was a little too high for him to get there to make a play on the ball.
Now Sterling will look to kick this one off. Lane Weigel, freshman, so far here on the season, and Sterling will take a timeout. So we'll take it with them after the score, 30-second break. We're back after this.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
Sterling gets on the board with the 17-second mark here before halftime. As Quentin alluded to, a good concept as Newberry came out of the backfield. Cornerback on that far side for the Mustangs kind of got hung up as the outside receiver ran a little hook route. And a beautifully placed ball by Logan Isaac on the first completed pass by either team so far tonight goes for a 9-yard touchdown. Sterling. Now, instead of kicking it after the timeout, Sterling will come out, try and go 4-2. Stay up with the Mustangs, leading 16-6. Now Isaac will step back out under center. Now back under he goes. I formation as they've looked all evening. It's going to be Fairney behind him, 2 split backs. It's going to be a pitch right side. Now a flag comes in, looking like a false start. It will be 5th accepted penalty by Sterling in this contest.
We will see if that changes their mind on what they want to do here. It does look like a new team is coming in. I would assume that is the kicking formation for Sterling now that they're backed up.
And I think a big part of it, too, rain has really started to pick up probably within the last 5, 6, 7 minutes or so. So we're going to have to see how this kicking team gets out there. There's a little bit confusion between the two. They have the wrong kicking tee on line. Freshman kicker this year for Sterling. He is 6'4", on field or extra point attempts. Freshman sets it up. Weigel gets it off into the rainy night air. That one's high, but that one is no good short as that 5 yards came up big. Mustangs hold Sterling to just the touchdown. We're back after this word from your sponsors.
Twin Valley Thrift Shops are always updating with new arrivals. Check out the warehouse in Waterville and Twice But Nice in Beatty for a great selection of clothes, toys, games, home decor, everyday pieces. And at the warehouse, they stock furniture and more as well. Your purchase and, of course, your contributions benefit local residents served by Twin Valley Developmental Services. Both locations always accept donations of good, clean, quality used items you're no longer using. Visit the Twin Valley Thrift Shops in Waterville and Beatty.
Mustangs leading this contest 16-6 with 16 seconds left on the score clock. If 6 is your lucky number, go buy a lotto ticket where we set right now. Mustangs will kick off to start the second half as they elected to receive the first half. It started with a punt. Then Mustangs force a 4th and out. Mustangs come back on their second drive. 1-yard touchdown run by Jaden DeWalt. Another 4th and out. Another DeWalt touchdown made it 16-0. But Sterling just answered seconds ago on a 9-yard touchdown pass from Logan Isaac to Wyatt Newberry. Now Sterling will kick off left to right. Little squib kick here up the middle will be taken by the front man for the Mustangs, Gavin Crowder, keeping it away out of the hands of Jaden DeWalt. So Quentin, as we got 15 seconds here so far, thoughts after the first half?
Really, I thought Valley Heights was pretty dominant in this first half on both sides of the ball, defensive and offensively. But their cracks started to show on that Sterling's last drive. Sterling definitely having a little bit more momentum, marching down the field a little bit better.
I think good point there. Sterling really tried to pound it inside, got to the outside there in the second half, and really found some life for this Sterling Black Bears offense team. Logan Gray will take the final run of the first half up the middle, and that will take us to our halftime break. At halftime, it's 16-6, Valley Heights ahead. Stay tuned. We'll have national news and weather, as well as chatting with Chloe Gunn about the Valley Heights All-School play coming up this weekend at the Waterville Opera House. Again, your halftime score, Mustangs 6, 16, Black Bears 6.
We know the scenario. Your Wi-Fi is being shared between two televisions streaming Netflix, smart devices scattered throughout your home, multiple smartphones, and you have a Zoom meeting you're trying to connect to. Take the frustration out of your Wi-Fi with Blue Valley Technologies' worry-free Wi-Fi service. Our advanced router with a 24/7 support team can help your home network run smoothly. For more information, call 877-876-1228.
If any of your family members meow, bark, squeak, chew, dig, squawk, claw, play dead, or fetch, you need Dr. Porter and the Blue River Veterinary Clinic in Waterville. Dr. Porter is dedicated to the wellness and health care of your small animal pets, offering vaccinations and wellness checks, boarding, dentistry, emergency care, grooming, surgery, and radiology with her full-service clinic. A healthy pet is a happy pet, and a happy pet means a happy home. Call today for your appointment, 363-2222.
Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids, building quality, locally produced custom trailers, wishing all Mustang athletes the best of luck this year. From start to finish, the best is what you'll get from Sharp Manufacturing. Check out their full line of high-quality enclosed cargo trailers and custom car haulers at sharpmanufacturing.com. The best and last trailer you'll need, Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids.
Tammy Parker with Tammy Parker Realty has all the bases covered. She's your realtor, broker, and agent. Give Tammy a call today in Waterville at 363-2010 or 562-6688. She has property for sale in Marshall, Washington, and Riley counties. Or visit her website, tparkerrealty.com. Tammy Parker Realty in Waterville, 363-2010 or 562-6688.
Replays of our sports broadcast are available on our website at KNDYradio.com. Under the Sports tab, look for archives of all of our fall broadcasts of high school football, including postseason action, of our state volleyball coverage. You can download, you can share. Find these again on our website at KNDYradio.com under the Sports tab. Thanks to our sponsors for our live broadcast coverage and the KNDY archives.
Welcome into our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week halftime conversation. At half, Mustangs leading Sterling 16-6. But we're going to talk a little bit something different than some football. I'm joined by Valley Heights senior Chloe Gunn, who is in the all-school play. Chloe, how are you doing this evening?
Good.
Good.
Yes.
It's a little chilly out there tonight, isn't it?
Very cold, yes.
So I've been alluding to it a little bit so far tonight. You guys have your all-school play coming up this weekend at the Waterville Opera House. What play are you guys doing? And tell us just a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we're doing Do Wop, Wed Riding Hood. I'm playing grandmother in this play. So it's a fairy tale combining a lot of famous fairy tales, such as Red Riding Hood, Hansel and Gretel, the Three Little Pigs are in it, and the Three Blind Mice as well. And it's really very comedy show.
Yes.
And so should get a lot of laughs from the audience, hopefully.
And if I remember right, I'm going to show my age a little bit, but Valley Heights did this play in 2009, and that was kind of the reason that your instructors wanted to do it this year, correct?
Yes, that is correct. So our instructor, this is her very first play ever, and so now coming back to Valley Heights, Miss Jones thought it would just be fitting for this to be her first play to direct here.
Oh, absolutely. Very fitting. And tell us a little bit about your character in the play. What does the grandmother do, and what do you get to have some fun doing?
Yeah, so grandmother interacts a lot with the big bad wolf. She is very funny. She has some interesting costumes with some pillows in some places, so that's pretty fun. She has a wig, and so grandmother, she has a lot of lines, and she's in quite a few scenes, which is interesting.
Again, chatting with Valley Heights senior Chloe Gunn as they prepare for the Valley Heights All-School play this weekend at the Waterville Opera House. What time are the plays this weekend?
Yeah, so we're having the play tomorrow on Saturday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m., and then our final show will be on Sunday at 7 p.m.
And people always like to ask, is there any charge or, everyone welcome, I assume, family-friendly play?
Yes, everyone's welcome, family-friendly, and it's about an hour and a half long, including intermission.
Okay, perfect. And again, those play times?
2 p.m. on Saturday and 7 p.m. Saturday and 7 p.m. on Sunday as well.
And two more questions for you. I know I was talking with Miss Jones about this play, and you're doing something a little special there Saturday evening with the 7 o'clock. So explain maybe what she's thinking with that.
Yeah, so we invited all of the alumni that were in that very first play that she was in, Doo-Wop, Red Riding Hood, and they're going to get recognized before the play just for their contributions and inspiring her to do this again.
And again, if you're listening to this, Valley Heights alum, come on down. All-school play there, 2 o'clock, 7 o'clock on Saturday, 7 p.m. on Sunday. Last one here for you, Chloe, before I let you go. This is your senior year. The questions are always, what has been your favorite play throughout the year? And then what about this year has made it so much fun?
Yeah, so my favorite play was last year's Silver Secrets pirate play. And this year what made it so fun is we just have a really good cast, and everyone's super funny, and me and the big bad wolf, Everson Parker, definitely get ourselves into trouble backstage, cracking jokes, but it's a good time.
Yeah, that's one thing I do remember from the plays. It's that fun that you get to have backstage too as well. And that's that mischief you get into. Again, what's the name of the play coming up this weekend, Chloe?
Doo-Wop, Red Riding Hood.
All right, showtime's 2 o'clock, 7 p.m. on Saturday and 7 o'clock on Sunday. Again, chatting with Valley Heights senior Chloe Gunn. I appreciate the time, Chloe. Root on Mustangs win in the second half.
Thank you so much.
Again, here, chatting with Chloe Gunn, Valley Heights seniors, we get ready for second half action between Valley Heights and Sterling. We're going to take a timeout, take a recap of that first half action as Valley Heights leads 16-6 at half on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
Get the good stuff.
Superior quality at competitive prices. It's right around the corner at your Napa Auto Parts store, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. Napa has over 310,000 parts and accessories for auto, truck, farm, and small engines. Plus, all Napa brand parts are backed by a national warranty program. Need answers or advice? Just ask the friendly parts professionals at Napa at Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware. They're ready to help.
Get the good stuff.
Quality you can trust at prices you can afford at Napa Auto Parts, Blue Rapids Auto and Hardware.
Titan Trailer Manufacturing of Waterville offers a full line of horse and livestock trailers, flatbed trailers, utility trailers, dump trailers, stock trailers, cargo trailers, and custom trailers. Are you sensing a theme here? Trailers. If you need it, they have it. Not only do they have it, Titan Trailers are a higher standard of quality manufactured in Waterville. You're pulling the best with a Titan Trailer. Log on to TitanTrailer.com and find a dealer near you and see for yourself.
Back here on a Marysville Dental Care halftime show. Again, the Valley Heights Mustangs leading Sterling 16-6 at halftime of this one. Valley Heights jumped out to a 6-0 lead on a 1-yard touchdown run by Jaden Dewald at the 11:39 mark of the first quarter. 2-point conversion was good by Kane Dummermuth, making this contest 8-0 at the end of the first quarter break. Sterling went 4 and out on their first two possessions, giving the Mustangs back the ball on their third possessions. Mustangs drove it all the way down the field, punched it in again with a 1-yard touchdown run by Jaden Dewald at the 3:41 marker in that first quarter. 2-point conversion was good by Dewald, 16-0. It was a quiet start for the second quarter, but Sterling got on the scoreboard at the 17-second mark right before halftime as quarterback Logan Isaac found a wide open receiver, Wyatt Newberry, in the back of the end zone for a 9-yard touchdown pass. extra point was no good on the failed kick attempt, making it 16-6 here at halftime. Quentin, as we take a peek at that first half before we're going to get into the stats, overall thoughts and just, how I guess both teams played in this rainy, cold, chilly, windy night.
As Coach Trimble said in our pregame press conference, or coaches conference, it is going to be a slugfest, and that is what we have seen here tonight. Both teams playing a very similar style of ball, really running it down the throats of each other's opposing defenses and getting to the outside when they think they can get the space and get in explosive plays. Both teams really mirroring each other. One thing I think both teams are doing well to differentiate themselves is, I've harped on it a few times, Valley Heights really changing up the tempo, just making the game awkward for the Sterling Black Bears, whereas Sterling is running a lot of options. We see that quarterback, Isaac, has a few options every time, so you never know where the ball's going, and really on that last drive of theirs, it really started to show the cracks in the Valley Heights defense. That front four started off so great, whereas in that last drive for Valley Heights, it was up to the backs really making a lot of the tackles there.
As Quentin mentioned, I think Sterling finally started to find their mark in that second quarter. They will start with the ball here starting third quarter. A few stats for you here real quick. Neither team through the air obviously has passed it much. Max Shanks is 0 for 1. Logan Isaac is 1 for 4 with that lone 9-yard touchdown pass. Offensively for Sterling, a team that comes in averaging a hair over 330 yards on the ground per game, as the team have 121, led of course by Zane Fairney, 10 rushes on 61 yards. His longest rush of 23 is the longest in the game by either team. Quarterback Logan Isaac has 9 yards on 5 rushes, and slotbacks Dylan Burgess has 21 yards on 3 rushes, while Wyatt Newberry 30 yards on 6 rushes and that 1 9-yard touchdown reception. As for the Valley Heights Mustangs, it's going to be Logan Gray toting the rock from the fullback position. He has 49 yards on 6 rushes. Jaden DeWalt, 61 yards on 11 rushes and those 2 touchdowns. Max Shanks, 4 rushes for 15, including a big 11-yard run early on, and Caden Dummermuth, a lone rush for 6 yards. Valley Heights, 131 yards on the ground. Again, Sterling, 121 yards on the ground, so about as even as it can get. We're going to take a peek at some scores when we come back. Second half action coming up for you next here on the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week.
Once you plant Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans in your field, harvest will never be the same. Enter a new era of performance and join farmers everywhere, yielding an additional 2.7 bushels per acre over A-Series. Unleash your greatest harvest yet with Pioneer brand Z-Series soybeans. Call me, Thad Argenbright, at 785-313-3064 and find out why. With Pioneer from Performance Ag, you always get more than a bag of seed.
It takes a lot of know-how to run an ag business right. One of the most important things is choosing the right financial partner. That's why so many producers work with us. When it comes to agriculture, you can count on our experience. For land appraisal and more, you can talk to us. We're local, and we're here to help you grow. Citizens State Bank, Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Member FDIC.
The Blue Rapids Mercantile is layered with collectibles, everyday household items, and great finds that bring back memories. Stop in at the Sunflower Speckled Building along the highway in Blue Rapids and soothe that antiquing itch. Always homemade toffee, peanut brittle, sweetbreads, and more available year-round, along with a wonderful assortment of Harmony Hills jams and jellies with many great gift ideas for any size budget. With reasonably priced items, you can enjoy your treasures and come back anytime to the Blue Rapids Mercantile.
Second half action about to start. Want to run through a few scores thanks to our friend Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Sports Spotlight, keeping us in line all season long. The Axel Eagles, of course, continue their march on. They defeat Rural Vista 54-0 in the 45-point rule, game called at halftime over there. Clifton Clyde Eagles fly past Oswego 44-20. Centralia Panthers lead 16-14. I believe that contest. Give me just a second since you're playing Olpe in that one. That score was right before half. And a big one for the Mart, Frankfurt over Marmaton Valley, 46-0. But the Hanover Wildcats trail with 3 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, 36-12. One of the better games down there, as much as the Wildcats had to travel down to Burlingame. So one TVL team in the threat of dropping out of the playoffs. The Mustangs trying not to be team number 2. To start this second half off, it's going to be a little squib kick just on the other side of the 50-yard line from then Argenbright, and Sterling will get their possession started right at the 45-yard line. So as the rain continues to pour down here in the second half, a key for a Mustang victory coming up in the second, Quentin.
The key to the Mustang victory is going to be just keeping that front defensive 4 linemen working hard, playing hard, and getting some tackles. We've seen them when on the sweeps, they are able to get out there and pressure the quarterback pretty early. Sometimes they have tackles for a loss. Currently 3 tackles for a loss on the night.
Mustang's defensive line has looked good, and they're going to be tested coming out right out of halftime. Sterling 1 for 3 on their possessions. It's going to be an option. Now here's a fumble. Jumping on it is Sterling, and a big loss for the Black Bears, as doing a good job getting there in the backfield. I believe it was number 6, Gavin Crowder, getting back there to force that loose ball as quarterback Logan Isaac was trying to find Wyatt Newberry. A big loss is going to go on the hands of Newberry.
That's exactly what I was talking about, getting back there when the play needs time to develop. Causing those mistakes or getting those tackles for a loss is going to be huge for this Valley Heights team.
And coming out right out of halftime, a 7-yard loss will bring up a 2nd down and 17 now for Sterling from their own 40-yard line. Triple formation buried at the line of scrimmage. Zane Farney gets his first run of the second half, and Mustangs come up big, popping pads in this second half.
That was Bolkin laying the heat at the line. He is now 5 solo tackles, second in line right behind Logan Gray. So it looks like this Valley Heights team came out firing after the half.
That defensive line of James Bolkin, along with Creighton Smith, Ben Argenbright, and Tristan Pearson up there tonight, have been causing havoc for the Mustangs. And it's always good when you're able to call the defensive line numbers, meaning that the offense for Sterling is not getting to the linebacker position. Little confusion here for the Mustangs defense, but they're going to get set up. Sterling, for the second time tonight, goes gun formation, 3 receivers right, and Sterling wants to take a timeout. They didn't like the look they gave themselves, and a little confusion on this big 3rd down and 16 upcoming for Sterling right out of the second half. We're going to keep it here off this break, as I'm sure that's going to be a 30-second timeout taken by Sterling. But once again, here we go. The Mustangs, almost the same exact drive as Valley Heights had to start this game. Valley Heights had a chop block penalty that got them back deep, a 2nd and 20, if I remember right. And now here's Sterling on a self-inflicted wound, 3rd down and 16 upcoming.
We've seen Sterling have a few self-inflicted wounds tonight. They are definitely the majority holder of the penalty yards tonight. But this is a big down for both teams. Right now, Valley Heights has the momentum, but we've seen it earlier that Sterling can pick up this many yards and convert these long 3rd downs. So either way this goes, it's going to be a lot of momentum for that team.
And a reminder, with many TVL teams in action tonight, tune in to the TVL Rundown every Thursday during the 7 noon and 5 o'clock hours as me and Jeff Wirtz chat everything TVL related. We're going to have a lot of football to talk about this upcoming Thursday, so tune in. 3rd down and 16 now. Man in motion pass attempt from quarterback Isaac, throwing it right side against Dummermuth, way out in front of his intended receiver. Speedy Zane Farney out there, split out wide. Don't often see the fullback out there so far, as Caden Dummermuth did a good job of running with the quick Farney step for step.
So surprising how much we've seen Sterling go to the air for what we expected this game to be. But, you know, with that many yards to pick up, you got to try something.
That is Sterling's already 5th pass attempt so far here in this game. They average just 2 per contest. Now a 4th down and 16. It's going to be a pooch punt to the right. Got some distance on it, and the Sterling roll will go down to the Mustangs' 26-yard line, where Valley Heights will get their first offensive possession of this second half started. Just as we mentioned in the start, Valley Heights defense needing to come out and get a stop, and that they did. Ball back to the offense, leading 16-6.
Big stop for Valley Heights to get this ball back. We will see what type of defensive changes Sterling has made, what they do against that different type of tempo option. If Valley Heights even goes back to it, we probably watch them slow down the game a little bit and eat up the clock.
Just one notion now. Sterling looking like to bring a little pressure off this near side. 4-down lineman. It's going to be Gray up the middle. Gray breaks one tackle, gets pushed up to about the 30-yard line. So 4-yard run by Logan Gray. And once again, this clock keeps running right now with the Mustangs in the lead. It is their friend.
Jacob Lewis in on that stop. Gray trying to get out of his grasp, but Lewis doing a good job of just holding on to his ankles and letting the other defenders there help take him down.
Logan Gray doing a good job running. A name that we haven't mentioned a lot tonight, Max Shanks. Got to give him credit so far in this first half. No mistakes. A big, important part for the Mustangs. Here comes Gray again, just continuing to run. That's going to take 4 Sterling Black Bears to take down the senior Logan Gray as he picked up 5 yards, awfully close to the first down. We're going to mark him 1 yard short.
You bring up a good point about Max Shanks. Not too flashy tonight, but I can vividly remember an option where if he pitched it, the ball would have gone the other way. He decided to take it, only pick up 1 yard. Really mature play out there.
Shanks so far this season, only 3 interceptions, has only taken 2 sacks as well, and here will just push his way forward on the quarterback keeper on a 3rd down and 1, a pickup of 4 up to the 40-yard line, and this clock keeps rolling. Yes, Valley Heights, a different team than they were last year. Of course, Carson Spoons came in last year. The transfer quarterback really brought a lot of flashy plays. I was talking to head coach Cody Trimble earlier in this year where Max Shanks had to set out that year. He felt that it was absolutely necessary, and compared to seeing Mack as a sophomore, very much in control of this Mustang offense. Here comes Dewald up the middle, another 5 to 4 yard game for Valley Heights, up just short of the 45-yard line, and clock continues to roll. 4.5-yard pickup for Dewald on his first run, of this second half.
Morris in there for his first stop on this Sterling defense.
We had mentioned it a little bit earlier, the competition that Sterling has faced so far this year. 4 of their 8 opponents are still in the playoffs, but so far Valley Heights looking like the more competitive and driven team. Big, heavy formation here for the Mustangs. It's going to be a run right side behind Bolkin, behind Gray. First down Mustangs as Dewalt just continues to push. Ball will move up from the 44 up to the 48-yard line. Sterling. 8-yard pickup for Dewalt.
Jacob Lewis in there again on that play, finally bringing Dewalt down. Really impressive formation there. Had Gray and another blocker there leading the charge, helped them pick up those yards.
Mustangs going power again. Here goes Dewalt left side. Spin move, still on his feet. First down, close to it. 9-yard pickup is what they're going to give Jaden Dewalt. And Mustangs really showing their prowess here early on. They went heavy setback with all 3 running backs within 3 yards of the quarterback. And Logan Gray, Caden Dummermuth just making holes for Jaden Dewalt on those last 2 runs.
Yeah, thank you for the pickup there. That was the name I was forgetting. Caden Dummermuth, both of them doing a great job of opening up those holes.
Again, that heavy formation for the Mustangs. It's going to be a run on the trap play as Gray, I believe that might be Dummermuth, puts his head down. First down pickup for the Mustangs on a 2nd down and 1. Picks up 2 on Kane Dummermuth, second run of the night.
Lewis on the stop.
Mustangs leading this one as we go hit the midway point of the third quarter, 16-6 our score. Good chance to remind you that football does not end when Friday Night Lights shut off. KU versus Iowa will be on our airways tomorrow afternoon. That's a 2:30 kickoff. Brian Haney will start pregame right here on FM 95.5 at 2 o'clock. Here goes DeWalt off the right side for the first time in quite a few runs. DeWalt's going to be stopped short, a pickup of 1 or 2, as big number 75 was in there on the tackle for Sterling. 1 yard pickup for DeWalt.
Doing a good job on this showing, picking up 2 stops already in this drive. He is one of the bigger guys down there on the field, so they're going to need to get him involved to stop this run.
Clinton's not kidding. Put some size up on that line for Sterling. A name we haven't mentioned either so far tonight, Tucker Haas, the leading tackler for this Sterling team on the season. Well, second leading tackler at 67 per game. Middle linebacker, sophomore. Valley Heights doing a good job getting to the second level, and there goes Logan Gray to that second level. 2nd down and 9 run. Picks up, we're going to give him 8. We're going to give him 7 on that run. 7-yard pickup for Gray. Now a 3rd down and 2 upcoming for this Mustangs offense.
Darren Maxwell in on that one. We saw him pick up 2 solo tackles in the first half. Now that is his first in the second.
One thing we don't mention either, Valley Heights doing a good job of switching what side they run this ball on. A lot of times slipping from the right to the left. That one right down the left side. Big power in there for the Mustangs as DeWalt runs behind Bolkin, jumps over the offensive line. Good enough for a first down and a handful more. A 3-yard pickup for Jaden DeWalt as this clock continues to run. Under 5 minutes left to play in this contest. Winner of this contest, again, will match up with either Hutch Trinity or Medicine Lodge. You Valley Heights fans know that Medicine Lodge name. They ended the Mustang season last year. Mustangs looking for one more home one here this season. Here's DeWalt down the left side off the middle hash on a 1st down and 10. Pickup of 6 or 7. Good positive yardage, though, as Mustangs have continuing to push this one down the field on their first drive of this second half. They've already eaten up almost 4 minutes off the game clock on this drive alone. That started with forcing Sterling to punt on their first possession of this second half. I formation is back in there for the Mustangs. At fullback is James Bolkin. It's going to be run behind him as Gray continues to fight forward. Bolkin gets all the way up to the second level and has a comment made up here. Valley Heights running backs just keeping those legs turning here in this contest.
Looking great with the carry.
Looks like 55, Derek Crone was in on that tackle, but he is looking a little shaken up there, and I think we are going to have a player down on the field.
Yeah, it came up hobbling, poking at one of those lower extremities on the body, still trying to get to his feet. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors as Mustangs lead 16-6, but driving inside Sterling territory.
Mustang Motors in Blue Rapids wants to get you into a new ride today. Whether it be a car, van, truck, SUV, or even a new Hisun side-by-side, Colby has it. And if it's not on the lot, they can find it. With easy financing options available and a warranty on everything that leaves the lot, you'll feel confident in your choice with Mustang Motors. Check them out online at MustangMotorsKS.com or stop by and check out what's on the lot in Blue Rapids. Mustang Motors, right on the highway, always right on the price.
So as before mentioned, that was Cameron Morris down for the Sterling Black Bears starting middle linebacker, one of 2 starting sophomore middle linebackers you don't see very often in this classification. He did walk off under his own power. Good to see. Now Mustangs back on the offensive side. 3rd and 1 to go. Ball at the 17-yard line of Sterling. It's going to be Shanks up the middle. Quarterback sneak. Don't even need the tush-push when he can just walk forward for a first down. Pickup of 2 for Matt.
Waylon Schmidt in there for his first tackle of the day. But there was many defenders in there for Sterling. They kind of knew what was going on. But Mac was able to, as he said, kind of just looked unaffected for a yard and then kind of just went down, did his job.
Kind of danced around his center, Ben Argenbright, then made a run. Here's DeWalt right side. Bevy of Sterling Black Bears there to take down Jaden DeWalt, leading rusher so far here this evening. A pickup of 2 puts him at 94 yards unofficially on the evening. We didn't mention this earlier, but looking at records from both of these teams, of course, Valley Heights last year, 8-3. They lost in the third round versus Medicine Lodge. Sterling is just 3 years removed from a 1-8 season under 6-year head coach Brent Snyder. Sterling has made some big strides with Mustangs trying to close that door here tonight. A little trap play up the middle as DeWalt breaks free. Pick up close to a first down on a 2nd down and 8. We're going to give him a pickup of 6. Unofficially, the century yard mark now for DeWalt, as on the season, averaging 138 yards per game, well on that mark this year. 19 touchdowns, no fumbles, too, for the All-State running back for the Mustangs. 3 straight years of 1,000 yards on the ground, looking to continue his high school career with a win. Mustangs leading 16-6, 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Gray's going to get the run left side, lowers that shoulder. Is going to be awfully close to the first down as it was 2nd down to go, 3rd down to go at the 7, and now a 3rd down, 4th down, and 1. So a 3rd down and 2. He picks up about 1.5. And now we're going to have an official measurement come in from the sideline.
One thing I want to mention here, we are seeing a lot of new faces here for Sterling, if I'm seeing everything right. On this defensive stop for them, we see Lewis, Morris, and Blount definitely heading that defense out there as of now, picking up most of the tackles. So good for them. Probably rotating some guys in to keep everyone fresh and ready to go.
Yeah, Sterling on the season, of course, before mentioned, came into the year with 53 men on their roster, and they do rotate quite a few people in, but so far Mustangs have not had any problem moving this ball offensively, especially here in the second half. As if memory serves correct, Valley Heights got this ball at about the 9-minute mark. We're at the 1:49 here in this third quarter. It's almost 8-minute drive now for Valley Heights on their first possession of this third quarter, leading by 10, looking to punch it in deep inside Sterling territory. So 4th down and 1 upcoming for Valley Heights. I formation for the purple and black, and a false start will be thrown on the Mustangs. That's going to be fullback Logan Gray just trying to get to his block on that left side. Only the 2nd accepted penalty, but a big one there for Valley Heights driving deep in Sterling territory.
Valley Heights has been saved from a few Sterling penalties earlier in the game. Now it is Sterling getting helped out by Valley Heights here with that penalty. Definitely makes this so much more manageable. Looking at a 4th and 6 instead of a 4th and a short one. Definitely a killer there for Valley Heights.
A completely now different game call upcoming. James Bolkin in there at fullback for the Mustang. It's going to be run right side. DeWalt has the edge. Down to the 5. Cuts back. Dive. Touchdown. No. Down at the 2-yard line. Down at the 2. First down. So a 9-yard pickup by Jaden DeWalt at the 2-yard line. Had the whole press box up here rooting for that touchdown. Jaden DeWalt, a beautiful job just to hit that outside zone, take it right near the goal line, and tried to spin back, cut that last defender, but stepped out of bounds. But again, a big pickup that could have been costly for the Mustangs. Now he's 2nd down and goal at the 2. Here goes DeWalt. He's in. Let's give it to him on that one. A 2-yard touchdown run by Jaden DeWalt puts him over 110 yards unofficially on the game, and the Mustangs open up this lead.
Jaden DeWalt on that previous play, I think everyone was surprised to see that he did not get in. He is someone who can tiptoe that sideline. We've seen it again and again this year and just somehow stay in balance, but the official called him out there. Ball doesn't lie. He gets it in on the next play.
22-6 now our scores. The Mustangs will go for 2 as the rain continues to pour here at Valley Heights High School. Picked up here yet again Heavy formation for the Mustangs. Let's give it to DeWalt. Feed that hot hand. He finds the pile. Second effort. Gets it in for Valley Heights. 24-6 our score as we have 1:13 left to play. The fourth quarter action. Mustangs chew up almost 10 minutes of game time on that drive and lead 24-6. We're back after this word from our sponsors.
Farmers, you work year-round to make the most of your harvest. Proper soil management, planting practices, and due diligence at harvest. Don't let a worn, torn, and ragged grain tarp cost you in the end. Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville has a full line of replacement Serco tarps for grain trucks, trailers, carts, or wagons. With manual or electric options, safeguard the quality and value of your harvest against the elements. Also offering repair options, stop by Blue Valley Trailers in Waterville for a full line of trusted Serco tarps.
Looking for a spot to refuel you or the whole team? Make the Route 77 Corner Store your ultimate pit stop. From Hunt Brothers Pizza and soft serve ice cream in Blue Rapids to hand-breaded fried chicken and fish in Waterville, fountain drinks, snacks, and sweet treats. Save on fuel with the Dino Pay app every time you hit the road. To take a break or stay on the go, let the Route 77 Corner Stores of Blue Rapids and Waterville fuel you up for your next road trip.
A huge drive for the Mustangs there that chewed up almost 10 minutes of game time, ended up with a touchdown score, a little squib kick up the middle, taken by second row. Sterling Mustangs almost got there. Rain really starting to come down now. See it in the lights. We're nice and dry up here in the press box, but it's turning into a muddy mess out there on the field.
Definitely is. We will see what Sterling can do on offense, especially, like you said, with this weather. They've already passed way more than we expected, but they have to get something going. They have to change something. So we might see them keep going back to it. They've had receivers open if they could get the ball in their hands.
Sterling started off the second half in their possession. They went 3 plays, lost 7 yards, had to punt it to Valley Heights. Valley Heights turned that into a score. There's going to be a run up the middle by Fairney. Fairney's going to be driven back after a pickup of 2. Coming in there, Roy Sackstrom along with a bevy of Mustangs pushing Fairney back. Fairney, combined his first and second name. 3-yard pickup coming out of half here for Sterling.
Yeah, that was Royce's third solo tackle on the night. As he said, he did have some assists with that one.
45 seconds left to go here in quarter number 3. Split back formation. It's going to be an option near side into the hands of Newberry. Newberry trying to get the edge. Slips out of a tackle by Jane DeWalt. Then gets out of another one. First down. Sterling all the way up to the Valley Heights 40-yard line. Almost a 20-yard pickup. 19-yard pickup there for Wyatt Newberry as Logan Gray finally pulls him down.
Logan Gray in on the play again, right now leading solo tackles, and his are for sure mostly solo. He is getting to the edge and stopping anyone from getting around him. But we see the weather affecting the defense right there. DeWalt had some hands on him. It just looked like he slipped off. Everyone kind of slipping around, letting him pick up a few extra yards.
DeWalt had him down for rights for a negative loss, but got out of his grasp. Sterling's going to get a play clock off here with 1 second. It's going to be quarterback draw up the middle, positive yardage as the clock rolls down on a first down and 10. It's going to be a pickup of 7, and that's going to end our third quarter. Valley Heights leading Sterling 24-6 after 3. You're listening to the Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. Mustangs 12 minutes away from moving on to the sectional round of these Kansas high school playoffs. We're back after this word.
At the beginning of every crop year, you get only one chance to get it right. Start your season off with a seed you can trust. Plant DeKalb Asgrow. They have a full range of products that have proven themselves year after year. Parker Seed can provide the right seed for your environmental conditions. There's no room for error. Call Parker Seed to start your season off right. When you call Todd Parker, he'll put his knowledge and experience to work to help you make the right choices. Call today, 562-6687. That's 562-6687.
Ease the burden on your loved ones with pre-planning services offered through Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville and Anders Fifely Funeral Home in Riley. This is Jared Anders, and we can help you in assuring that your wishes will be taken care of, easing the decision process for your family. From service arrangements to special requests, let us take time to meet your exact needs. Find us online at apfunerals.com or visit us at Christy Anders Funeral Home in Waterville or at Anders Fifley Funeral Home in Riley.
Start of the fourth quarter. It's a run up the middle for Zane Fairney from the 35 up to about the 25-yard line. 34 up to the 26, actually, for an 8-yard run. We do have a TVL final, one TVL team out of the state playoff race. Hanover falls at Burlingame 36-24. Elsewhere in one-man action with 10:07 left in the third quarter, Centralia leads Olpe 24-14. So both 11-man teams for the TVL looking pretty good. Another final score to pass along for you. Axtell defeats Rural Vista 54-0 at halftime on the Run Rule. Wouldn't be surprised to see, of course, Axtell make another run at a state championship on the run that they are on. Second down and 7 now after the 3-yard run by Zane Fairney. Inside Mustang territory, ball will be at the 23-yard line. Man in motion was Newberry, but now the Black Bears will reset from the left hash. Wing formation again, it's going to be a give right out of the slip as now Dylan Burgess has the room. Down to the 10-5 touchdown, Sterling. A 23-yard touchdown run by Dylan Burgess cuts this lead down for Valley Heights. And again, some missed tackles by the Mustangs.
It's tackles for sure. One thing is that front four was able to get into the backfield, as I said, all night on those plays that need to develop a little bit. But Isaac doing so well back there, controlling the ball, containing the ball, hiding it from that defense that when he handed it off, no one had any idea who was running with it.
And it was just one of those little sweep patterns, again, instead of fullback dive right down the middle, get your slot backs in motion behind the backside of that offensive line, almost like what the Chiefs did with Tyreek Hill there many years ago. Get your speed in motion. Here's a 2-point conversion as Isaac tries to push his way forward. No good on the 2-point conversion as quarterback Logan Isaac could not find the end zone. So our score is going to stay 24-12 as Mustangs hold on to this lead through the fourth quarter. At the 10:47 mark, we're going to take a timeout. We're back after this word on KNDY.
Sapp Brothers Petroleum works hard to be there for you when it matters most. Their goal is simple: to be your number one source of propane, lubricants, and extreme premium diesel fuel. And they'll reach that goal by treating you like family and giving you service that makes you want to come back. Proudly serving Kansas with locations at Blue Rapids and Hanover, Sapp Brothers thanks all of their current customers. If you're not a current customer, call the winning team at Sapp Brothers locations in Blue Rapids and Hanover today for all of your propane and fuel needs.
Everyone's wanting to reduce, reuse, and recycle. How about reducing the amount of money leaving your bank account every month? With income-based living and reduced cable bill cost for everyone, Waterville Housing Authority is your housing partner. Enjoy maintenance-free and comfortable living in 1- or 2-bedroom apartments. Check out their Facebook page or call 785-363-2239. That's 785-363-2239.
A reminder to make your way to Waterville tomorrow and Sunday. The Valley Heights All-School Play, 2 p.m., 7 p.m. on Saturday, and 7 p.m. on Sunday. Doo-Wop Red Whiting Hood. Redoing of the 2009 performance here at Valley Heights, tacked with its Valley Heights senior Chloe Gunn earlier in this one. Going to be a great weekend to go watch some high school play action. A little squib kick is going to be taken right side. James Bolkin had it, now fumbled it. It's Sterling's ball. Bolkin jumped on it right at the 50-yard line, returned it for about 4 yards, but a fumble on the kickoff will give it right back to Sterling.
Devastating to see for these Mustangs. He had it. Really just needed a fall on it, saw an opportunity that wasn't there. And that slippery ball, with this rain coming down, just popped on out on that first hit he took.
And Sterling does a good job of squib kicking it. They've done it here all night, and right into the hands of Bolkin, your fullback, too. Just lay down on that ball, save a possession. Mustangs still lead, though, by 12, and now head coach Cody Trimble is going to want to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back after 30 seconds on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week.
Are you looking for a career opportunity where you can travel? Landell is hiring for a traveling service tech based out of Marysville. Looking for a mechanically inclined individual who has strong diagnostic skills and welding experience. CDL and passport required or have the ability to obtain. Excellent pay, outstanding benefits include annual wage reviews. Incentive bonus, 60% of profits are given back to employees. Comprehensive insurance plan with $500 deductible. Paid time off and holidays, 401k, and much more. Apply online at landell.com or phone 785-562-5381 to learn more about this opportunity. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
What is shining like that?
Oh, it's just my teeth.
Whoa, how'd you get them so white?
It's easy. I go to Gray Family Dental. They've been serving Northeast Kansas for over 19 years and have locations in Marysville, Blue Rapids, and Frankfort. With all that experience, they really know what they're doing.
Really? They sound amazing.
They sure are. Remember, if you want the whitest teeth in the business from a local employer who supports your schools and community, go to Gray Family Dental. Schedule your appointment by calling 562-5323 today.
Valley Heights defense needing to come up big after the first turnover of the game. Here's a swing pass near side into the air, and it's going to drop incomplete as that ball just died when it gets into the air here tonight. That wind coming pretty strong from the east side, just absolutely smacked down. Quentin, you made a good point right before that kickoff. Keep the ball in the control of the hands of the Mustangs here, as this weather hopefully will not affect them the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's the Mustangs game plan for Sterling. It was definitely get the ball back as fast as possible because the Mustangs were able to take off about 10 minutes on their last drive. That's something you can't afford, and they got it back as quick as you possibly could on that kickoff.
Now a 3rd down and 10, ball at the 46-yard line on Sterling side. Mustangs fans getting loud. It's going to be a pitch near side now into the hands of Burgess. Burgess breaks towards the outside, continuing to fight, tiptoes down the sideline, will not be called out at the 40. Instead, gets another 10 yards out of the deal. That's going to be a 24-yard pickup there for Dylan Burgess. Back-to-back 20-yard pickup for the slot man from Sterling. And now the Black Bears have a little bit of momentum back on their side. 68 yards for Burgess on the ground. Now sweep pass left side to Newberry. Newberry tries to get upside. Mustangs handle him in after a 9-yard pickup. In there for the tackle on that far side for the Mustangs, a group of defenders, including Jaden DeWalt, Everson Parker, too, as well, in for the stop. 9-yard pickup for Newberry, as now Sterling down inside Mustangs territory, just outside the red zone at the 22-yard line. It's going to be a fullback dive up the middle and some room now for Fairney. Fairney big enough for the first down and well into Mustangs red zone from the 22 on up to the 13-yard line. It's going to be a 9-yard pickup as now Sterling in opportunity to put another score on the board. Here goes Fairney now stopped at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the Mustangs defense in there. 54 and 58 in there on the tackles for Valley Heights.
Yeah, that was Charlie Waters and Austin Stryker in there for the defense. Sterling looking to pick up the tempo a little bit, not quite as fast as the Mustangs, but definitely on the ball quick.
Here's a sweep by Burgess. He's going to fall flat on his back as the feet kind of came out from under him on the little sweep play. Slick conditions, as before mentioned. A flag is going to come down. I think it's going to be called on Sterling. That it will be a holding on the offense. Back them up 10 more yards. Upcoming another second down play.
And Sterling kind of beat themselves a lot tonight with these penalties. A lot more earlier in the game. They kind of cleaned it up as the game went on, as their defense kind of recognized what Valley Heights was, or what their defense was recognizing what Valley Heights was doing offensively. We saw a few personal fouls for face masks there most of the game, but really hurting themselves with these penalty yards.
Sterling, 5 accepted penalties in the first half. That's their 6 on the game. Valley Heights only 2, but of course Valley Heights has the lone turnover tonight. Unfortunately on their side, as Valley Heights fumbled the kickoff after a Sterling touchdown at the late parts of this third quarter. Mustangs still hold to a 12-point advantage, though. Pass play near side, trying to find the end zone, turn around, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Boston Eckert. Once again, that ball just dies once it gets into the air. Royce Ekstrom, again, in coverage, had an opportunity to pick that ball off right at the goal line. But thankfully, Burgess had it slip, or Boston Eckhart, had it slip through his hands.
Eckhart came back for that, and, Ekstrom was watching his receiver and not the ball quite. So Eckhart almost was in a position to make a play on that ball, but just came up a little too short.
So now a 3rd down and 19 ball at the 23-yard line of the Mustangs. Mustangs faithful getting loud. Under center is quarterback Isaac. It's going to be an option left side into the hands of Newberry, trying to bounce it to the outside. Mustangs get there, stop him after a short gain, but a 4th down and long upcoming. I'm sure Sterling will go for this at the 8:15 mark. Out there on the outside with the tackle, I believe a group of Logan Gray along with Jaden DeWalt. 4th down and 14, a 5-yard pickup on that run by Newberry. Crowd making noise here for the Mustangs. A big stop to get back to the offense, as Quentin mentioned. Already a 10-minute drive for Valley Heights in this one. This is your contest, 4th down and 14, and head coach Cody Trimble wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with them as the defense talks it over. Mustangs leading at the 7:44 mark, 24-12. We're back after this word from your sponsors.
Cottage Hill Ag Supply makes precision planting work for you. Put their experience and exceptional customer service to work when planning for the next planting season. Check their test plot results with quality seed lines including AgriGold and NC+. Set up assistance with your planner and adjustments as needed help you be more efficient. As a fellow farmer, Darren Jacobson can share his experience if you're new to precision planting. Count on top quality products with expert service and a commitment to go above and beyond for their customers. Go online to cottagehillagsupply.com.
A huge 4th down upcoming for the Mustangs. Valley Heights started off this game 16-0. Sterling got their first score at the 17-second mark in the second quarter, making it 16-6.5. Valley Heights forced a punt coming out of halftime for Sterling, scored on a 2-yard touchdown run by Jaden DeWalt. Sterling answered back, though, with a 23-yard touchdown run by Zane Fairney. It's going to be a pass near side as quarterback rolls out towards the end zone. Short! Incomplete on a 4th down and 15. Sterling now 1 for 8 through the air, and a big 4th down stop for Valley Heights. Quarterback Logan Isaac had a man out there in the flat, but that ball just wound up short as he tried to find intended receiver tonight, Wyatt Newberry, for his second catch of the night. But a good job by the Mustangs. Not only forced him out of the pocket with pressure, but good defense in the back end.
The pressure was there. He was scrambling, and tonight it's just not the night you want to be doing that. Not only is the wind really blowing, causing some of these balls to come up short, but I can just imagine how slick that ball is to get a good grip and get it out of your hands in a tight spiral. It must be hard.
So Mustangs have 7:40 left to go in this contest, lead by 12. It's going to be run up the middle as DeWalt's going to be tripped up near the line of scrimmage. Clock rolling now. 2-yard run will be given to DeWalt. Back-to-back weeks now, over 100 yards for the senior running back for the Mustangs. Mustangs looking to get back to the sectional round. They defeated Sedgwick last year 52-40 in this regional round in a battle here against Sterling, though, 24-12. Mustangs hold possession on their own 20-yard line. Still got a lot of field to go and a lot of time left in this contest. Shanks under center, I formation for the purple and black. It's first man through Logan Gray as he falls forward. Positive yardage that brings up about a 3rd down and medium, ball just short of the 25-yard line. Knocked at the 24, so 4-yard pickup for Gray. Puts him over 72 yards unofficially on the night.
3rd and 4.
We had Darren Maxwell picking up his 4th tackle there tonight, with Logan Isaac getting an assist, both helping to bring Gray down.
3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs, wanting to keep this clock rolling. James Bolkin in at fullback along with Gray and DeWalt in the backfield. Shanks under center will take it right side as DeWalt gets forward. It's going to be close. That ref's right at the marker. We've already seen maybe some interesting sets so far tonight, and they're going to mark him about 3 inches short. No, they're going to give it to him. 3rd down and 4, picks up 4.5. Just what the doctor ordered on that one.
I would imagine they would have, for as many times as they measured it tonight, probably measured that one coming down to the wire, but they decided not to, and they probably have a better view of it down there on the field.
1st down and 10, clock rolling. Big one here for Valley Heights. We've already seen Hanover lose tonight, Axtell win. Valley Heights trying to be the second team to punch their ticket in the second-round action in the state playoffs. Sterling bringing all their men up to the line of scrimmage as it's going to be diving forward for Gray again. 3 straight runs now for the senior fullback. And a plan for the Mustangs moving forward, just again, keep this one on the ground and make it to see another day.
I had Plouts in there on the stop. He is coming alive here defensively, picking up quite a few tackles here in the second half. He's going to have to continue to do that, but there were a lot of players in on that one.
Winner of this game will take on either Hutch Trinity or Medicine Lodge, both of those teams in Sterling's district so far this year. Valley Heights looking to end Sterling's seasons here after the win last week over Hayes Thomas More Prep. Diving forward close to the 1st down is DeWalt on a 2nd down and 7. A run of 4 for DeWalt.
Darren Maxwell in on that one as DeWalt falls forward for a few extra yards, but we're seeing a 3rd and 4 here. So definitely one Valley Heights wants to pick up, but it is going to be tricky with the plays they've been running here.
A big score, too, on to keep him marked. Valley Heights up 2 scores, leading by 12 here with 4 minutes left to go. Ball on their hands on their side of the field, 35-yard line, as it's going to be a run right side. There goes DeWalt down forward, stopped short of the line to game on a 3rd down and 3. I believe he picked up 2.5. Ball will be marked forward, and I believe we're going to have a timeout. That we will. So a pickup of 1 for Valley Heights as Sterling now takes their 2nd timeout of the half. We're going to keep it right here, though, as we wind down to the 3:50 mark in this 4th quarter. So as we kind of figured coming into this game, both teams have kept the ball on the ground. This clock has continued to run. We started this game at 7 o'clock. It's just short of 9 right now, so right on time for a quick-moving high school football game. But a big 4th down upcoming for the Mustangs, 4th down and 1 on their own 37. What do you think the plan is here?
It'll be interesting to see what they end up doing. Of course, Sterling down 2 possessions now, so giving them the ball farther down the field is with only 3:50 left to go the way your offense has been looking, and knowing it's a team that will run the ball a lot and hasn't had success passing, they might eat into their own clock so much that kicking the ball here might be the plan.
And Valley Heights has the wind at their back, moving east to west. So far on the year, Jaden DeWalt, 37 yards per punt, but it looks like the offense is going to get back out there to try and pick up 1 more yard and seal this contest away for Valley Heights. 4th down and 1, ball on their own 37-yard line. Big, heavy set formation, everyone at the line of scrimmage. DeWalt left side, right side, got it. 1st down, Mustangs, picked up 3. Big pickup for Valley Heights on Jaden DeWalt's 26th run of the night.
Going back to the tried and true, they trust their offense. They trust DeWalt out there, and they trust Gray to throw some nice blocks just to give DeWalt enough room to get that 1st down.
And a change that I've seen, this one saw Valley Heights a few weeks ago versus Bennington, but Jane Bolkin in there at fullback, a big body that has been opening up some holes for this Valley Heights offense. Not necessarily a threat to run it, but let your All-State running back Jaden DeWalt hit a hole and find a spot. Under center, there goes Shanks. It's going to be a handoff to DeWalt. Now, ball might be out. Sterling thinks they've got it on the far sideline. Let's see what the call is. Did DeWalt put it on the ground? They did. DeWalt, his first fumble here tonight, and DeWalt's first fumble on the season comes here at the 3:10 mark in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back possessions now, fumbles for the Mustangs.
Man, when we look back, if Sterling comes back in this game, the fumbles are going to be what killed the Mustangs here tonight.
So first down now for the Sterling Black Bears. Passing attempt, rolling right, looking towards the flat, incomplete, as it was intended for Zane Fairney out in the flat. If you want to talk about the rain being an issue so far here tonight, you know coaches don't like to talk about it, but Jaden DeWalt on 111 carries this year, 0 fumbles on his 27th of this evening. Finally found his kryptonite for his first fumble of the year. But Valley Heights defense, again, leading by 2 scores here, 24-12, 3 minutes left to play in this contest. That last offensive drive, I felt like Valley Heights was almost running it too conservatively. Didn't seem too aggressive. Now they're going to try and get a stop defensively. Confusion up at the line. Now quarterback Isaac just runs it up the middle as the backs in the backfield ran the opposite way. Isaac still did a good job of picking up positive yardage for the Black Bears. A 6-yard pickup for the quarterback, his second run here in the second half. Stops him at the Valley Heights 44-yard line.
Isaac out there doing great things with the ball. He was definitely confusion. His man wasn't there, still able to see that was happening and pick up some yards.
Run up the middle by Fairney on the fullback dive. It's well enough for a first down. Ball's going to go from about the 39-yard line all the way up to about the 25. So big pickup for Sterling on that one as Zane Fairney continues to tote the rock late in this contest. There's another run right side by the sweetback, trying to find the edge down to 10, down inside the 5, touchdown Sterling, as Dylan Burgess put it in for a 23-yard touchdown run, his second 23-yard touchdown run of the night, and all of a sudden Sterling is down by 4.
Huge swing of events there for Sterling. This is exactly what they needed to get back into the game. They still have plenty of time if they get another little squib kick. Don't take too much time off the clock there. Get 4 and out. They could get the ball back with a little bit of time here.
2-point conversion or extra point upcoming for the freshman kicker, Lane Weagle, already 0 for 1 tonight. This one will be kicked at the 10-yard line. This one's up into the night air. That one's good as Sterling fights their way back. Now a 5-point contest. Valley Heights will be on the receiving end when we're back after this break.
Twin Valley Thrift Shops are always updating with new arrivals. Check out the warehouse in Waterville and Twice But Nice in Beatty for a great selection of clothes, toys, games, home decor, everyday pieces, and at the warehouse they stock furniture and more as well. Your purchase and, of course, your contributions benefit local residents served by Twin Valley Developmental Services. Both locations always accept donations of good, clean, quality used items you're no longer using. Visit the Twin Valley Thrift Shops in Waterville and Beatty.
Valley Heights led this contest 24-6 at the 1:19 mark in the third quarter. Sterling has now rattled off 2 straight touchdowns after 2 Valley Heights fumbles, making this contest 24-19. It was a fumble on the kickoff last time up, as on that far side, James Bolkin on the front line was not able to hold on to it. This one, it will be a squib kick. Everyone in the stadium knows that Valley Heights crunching in tight along that line. Land on the ball, hold on to it. It's wet. Got to save the possession for the Mustangs. A little trick kick here as that one runs forward. Diving on it is Valley Heights. Front man, I believe, got there That ball didn't go 10 yards. And Valley Heights comes up with the ball. Big pickup there for the Mustangs. Coming up big, Everson Parker, the sophomore, saves the possession for the Valley Heights Mustangs. Now all that's left to do is run out this final 2:16, and Valley Heights moves on to the sectional round for the second straight year under head coach Cody Trimble. 24-19 our score, Mustangs leading by 5. Ball at the 49-yard line of Sterling. 1 first down will close this one out. Sterling has 1 timeout. Valley Heights has 1 timeout too as well. Offense looking over here to this near sideline. 2 receivers are going to be split far side trying to spread out this Sterling defense. It's going to be a run up the middle as Dewalt slips. No, that's going to be Caden Dummermuth. He slips in the backfield but picks up positive yardage, and Sterling will take their final timeout here at the 2:08 mark. A 1-yard pickup by Caden Dummermuth will bring up a second down and 9. So what a back-and-forth game we've had here in this one. Quentin obviously just alluded to it. The key for Valley Heights here, a first down to keep this clock rolling and to end this contest.
And ending the contest is exactly what they want to do. Any team would, but Sterling in a tough position now with no timeouts. They have to get big stops here. These are the most crucial downs that they are going to have all season. It comes down to these 3 downs. If they can get a stop, we may be looking at a punt on 4th just to back them up a little bit further. I called that earlier in the game, but it did not happen, so I could be wrong.
And a big story of this contest, turnovers. Valley Heights with 2 so far here tonight. Sterling came into the season with 11 on the year. Valley Heights only 9, but it's been the Mustangs that have turned it over twice to the Black Bears. I formation with Gray and Dewalt in the backfield. Shanks under center. It's going to be a quarterback draw up the middle. Shanks just keeps those legs moving. Positive yardage for Mack, and the clock runs as Sterling's out of timeouts. A 5-yard pickup for Max Shanks will bring up now a 3rd down and 5 as they gave Caden Dummermuth none on that last first down play.
Max Shanks able to sneak his way through, pick up a good amount of yards, but Darren Maxwell was there with Jacob Lewis to help stop him.
3rd down and 5, clock ticking under 1:35 left in this contest. Big heavy set formation with Bulkin, Gray, and Dewalt in the backfield. We saw Caden Dummermuth slip on the first down play. Let's make sure Mustangs keep their footing here in this one. It's going to be Dewalt right side. Dewalt breaks through. Dewalt close to a first down. Let's see where the marker is. I think they're going to mark him just short on a 3rd down and 5. Picked up 3rd down 4.5. They're going to give Dewalt. You can't get much closer to a first down. 4-yard pickup for Dewalt, and I'm sure here comes a quarterback sneak.
Yeah, this is the scenario I was thinking about earlier in the game, but I was thinking they might have a few more yards to go than this. This short with this team with so many options, you got to go for it.
4th down and 1. Ball on the Sterling 40-yard line. Clock under 49 seconds. Mustangs lead by 5. Shanks under center. It's going to be a fumble on the snap. Sterling says they have it. What's the call from the far side official? You didn't want to see this late in the contest, and Sterling comes away with it. A 3rd fumble by Valley Heights. Gives it back to the Black Bears with 42 seconds left in this one. A fumble exchange between center Ben Argenbright and quarterback Max Shanks will give Sterling back this ball. They have 60 yards to go. They have to get a touchdown, but again, a huge fumble from the Mustangs.
Another huge mistake, as you say. That is really going to be the killer here tonight, whichever way it goes. It looked like some confusion, some count confusion there. Maybe not even the rain flipping them up. I don't think Max Shanks was quite ready for that, but it happened anyway.
I was going to make the comment, you don't even hand this off. You run it so you avoid that fumble. And, of course, as soon as I'm thinking it, it's going to be a fumble on that quarterback exchange. Cody Trimble takes his final timeout at the 43-second mark. Again, Mustangs led in this contest 24-6. At the start of the 4th quarter, the 3 fumbles in this 4th by the Mustangs and 2 touchdowns by Sterling have the Black Bears right in a position for them to win this contest. And we mentioned it in the opener. Sterling probably had the tougher schedule all season. They played teams such as Sedgwick, Mountain Ridge, and Conway Springs. Between those three teams, 2 losses all season. So Sterling knows how to fight in these late-game situations. Mustangs defense will need to come up huge here on this possession.
Sterling definitely knows how to fight, and they are a little bit deeper. They are able to keep some more fresh faces in there, giving them the edge here in the second half.
Sterling, no timeouts, 43 seconds left. Mustangs need to keep this ball in the field of play. It's going to be a swing pass right side as quarterback Isaac looking downfield, incomplete as Logan Gray forced that. Good job by the linebacker to come in across the 50-yard line, standing right in front of the intended receiver, Wyatt Newberry. As now a second down and 10. Probably would have liked him to catch that and keep the clock running, but we're going to take the incompletion nonetheless. Now Logan Isaac 1 for 9 passing the ball. That one completion, though, a 9-yard touchdown pass. Sterling is working their way into the wind as the rain continues to fall heavy here at Valley Heights. Sterling working left to right. Mustangs crowd loud and proud here late in this fourth quarter, trying to will their team on to a sectional round appearance next Friday, living to fight for another day. It's going to be a pass near here side. This is going to go up in the air. It's going to float. It's going to come down complete. Caught by number 3, Boston Eckert, but clock continues to run. Their clock stops with the chain of sets. 10-yard pickup. Clock running, 30 seconds left, and Sterling will clock it. We've got a flag here near side, though. False start will be thrown on Sterling.
Sterling was really confused there. I don't know if the quarterback there knew the chains were moving. A little miscommunication between the whole team. He went to go spike the ball to stop the clock, but just ends up kind of fumbling around here a little bit.
Near side tackle got a little bit start on it. False start on Sterling. Once again, though, Logan Isaac throwing this ball into the air, throwing into the breeze. That ball just died right at the 50. Boston Eckert did a good job to get back in that play. Now Sterling will clock it as there's 27 seconds left to go. Second down and 15 upcoming for the Black Bears. A little miscommunication by the Mustangs defense, too, as running on and off the field, Tristan Pearson, along with Gavin Crowder.
Yeah, I'm sure Sterling wishes they had a real play to run there with that confusion on the Mustang defense.
Mustangs trying to get set up. Receiver left side will be Eckert. Lone man now near side. Receiver will be Zane Fairney. It's going to be a pitch left side to Newberry. Newberry trying to get outside, gets to the original line of scrimmage, and then a little bit more. Logan Gray pops him out of bounds at the 45-yard line with 20 seconds left in this one. A pickup of 10 for Sterling.
Logan Gray doing a great job as he has all game, containing that corner, not letting anyone get too many yards on him. Now with 8 solo tackles.
3rd and 6. Ball on the 45-yard line of Valley Heights. Mustangs ahead by 5. 20 seconds left to go in this contest. Valley Heights' 3rd fumble of the night. Jane DeWalt's 1st of the year gave Sterling the ball back in this possession. 20.8 on the clock. Mustangs in prevent defense, 3 backs. It's going to be a sweep near side. Here to Burgess. Burgess trying to find the outside. Mustangs need to keep him inside. They push him out of bounds. It's going to be a first down to 5 seconds run off the clock. 8-yard pickup for Dylan Burgess, who has been the story of this second half. He has 2 23-yard touchdown runs to his name. Now just short of 100 yards unofficially at 99 on this evening. 1st and 10, 15 seconds left to go. Ball at the 37-yard line of Valley Heights. 3 men back will be Caden Dummermuth, Jaden DeRault, and Royce Ekstrom. Corners for the Mustangs. Everson Parker here near side. It's going to be a pass play left side, rolling out, throwing it near side. Picks up minimal gainage, but a big important ran 5 seconds off that clock. Now 10. It's going to be a 2-yard pickup, maybe a 1-yard pickup, as Logan Isaac found his intended receiver over there, Zane Fairney, for a 1-yard pickup. 3rd completion out of 12 attempts for Sterling tonight, but 10.1 to play. Mustangs need to keep this ball in down. Sterling's done a good job of getting to the outside and stopping this clock. Sterling got the ball back with 43 seconds left at their own 45. Now they're at the Mustangs 35. Tight formation again. Man in motion is Newberry. It's going to be a double end around. Fake pitch to the quarterback. A little dipsy-do. Now near side. Mustangs there. Can they pick it off? What's going to be the call? Incomplete, but 2.1 seconds left to go in this one. A double reverse pass as Isaac tossed that one up here near side. Again, that ball just dies in the middle of the air. 2.1 upcoming for Sterling. Last chance for the Black Bears.
Yeah, that's been the issue with Sterling here in this drive. They are going into the wind, causing all these balls to come up short. Not really compensating for it, but we'll have to see what they do here.
I'm going to say something here. Logan Isaac cannot get this ball from the 35 to the goal line. This is going to be a short pass for Sterling. Valley Heights has to tackle or force this ball incomplete. 2.1 on the clock. That's a false start near side, and Sterling's going to be backed up. Now 5 more yards on a 3rd down and 9. Sterling's 8th accepted penalty on this contest as near side. The receiver, it looked like Landon Aguilera, a sophomore, was just picking something up off the ground to move it, and a false start's going to be called on Sterling.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what he's doing. It's a tale of two sides. We have the mistakes from Valley Heights being the fumbles, but the penalties here really hurting Sterling.
We're going to get this clock reset to 2.1. Now 3rd down and about 14 to go. Ball on Valley Heights' 40-yard line. Again, prevent defense for the Mustangs. Coaches for the Mustangs telling their defense to bat this one down. I think it's going to stay on the ground. 5-point advantage for Valley Heights. Here's your ball game. Under center is Isaac. Isaac, a little pitch pass here near side, trying to find the end-around sweep. Now it's going to be running around, running back Ferry. Ferry's going to be tackled, and the Mustangs win this one 24-19, and they hold on to make a 2nd straight year in the sectional round appearance of the 1A high school football playoff bracket. A 6-yard pickup by Zane Fairney is going to end this contest as the Mustangs hold on here at home in a rainstorm, winning 24-19. Again, their 2nd straight year into a sectional round. Mustangs defense did exactly what they needed to do to win that game.
Yeah, we saw, excuse me, I'm a little excited here. What a good game we just watched. Zane Fairney, we saw him looking around, looking for that reversal. He did have the quarterback Logan Isaac behind him across the field, but just didn't spot him soon enough before Valley Heights could get there. Definitely a defensive-focused game here tonight when the offenses really keep it on the ground for the most part, but we did see Sterling go to the air quite a bit, a lot more than they have any other game this year, and an odd game to do it when it's so rainy, the wind is howling. Did not have much success out there, but when they did, it was important.
Quinn alluded to it a lot. 13 pass attempts tonight for Sterling on the season. Just under 5 per game is what they average. Again, the Mustangs win 24-19. We're going to take our final timeout as we come back for our post game on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week, where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. The Mustangs hold on for a 5-point win for their 2nd straight year there in sectional action. We're back to recap this game after this break.
We know the scenario. Your Wi-Fi is being shared between 2 televisions streaming Netflix, smart devices scattered throughout your home, multiple smartphones, and you have a Zoom meeting you're trying to connect to. Take the frustration out of your Wi-Fi with Blue Valley Technologies' worry-free Wi-Fi service. Our advanced router with a 24/7 support team can help your home network run smoothly. For more information, call 877-876-1228.
If any of your family members meow, bark, squeak, chew, dig, squawk, claw, play dead, or fetch, you need Dr. Porter and the Blue River Veterinary Clinic in Waterville. Dr. Porter is dedicated to the wellness and health care of your small animal pets, offering vaccinations and wellness checks, boarding, dentistry, emergency care, grooming, surgery, and radiology with her full-service clinic. A healthy pet is a happy pet, and a happy pet means a happy home. Call today for your appointment, 363-2222.
Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids, building quality, locally produced custom trailers, wishing all Mustang athletes the best of luck this year. From start to finish, the best is what you'll get from Sharp Manufacturing. Check out their full line of high-quality enclosed cargo trailers and custom car haulers at sharpmanufacturing.com. The best and last trailer you'll need, Sharp Manufacturing in Blue Rapids.
Tammy Parker with Tammy Parker Realty has all the bases covered. She's your realtor, broker, and agent. Give Tammy a call today in Waterville at 363-2010 or 562-6688. She has property for sale in Marshall, Washington, and Riley counties. Or visit her website, tparkerrealty.com. Tammy Parker Realty in Waterville, 363-2010 or 562-6688.
It has been a good week for Valley Heights Athletics. The girls claimed second place out at state volleyball last Saturday. Boys here tonight go to their second straight sectional appearance under head coach Cody Trimble with this 24-19 win over Sterling. Quentin, before we get into the numbers, that was just a heck of a game, especially there at the end. It was the Valley Heights mistakes that made it close, which we didn't like to see, but the perseverance to continue to fight and to find a way to win this contest.
Valley Heights did not let those mistakes keep their spirit out of this game. It started looking a little gloomy there for both teams. First, coming into the second half, Sterling goes down another touchdown. They fight back. They can't get a 2-point conversion. They miss that field goal early in the game. It's just not looking well. Valley Heights is really controlling it, has all the momentum, but then bang. Those mistakes, those self-inflicted mistakes by Valley Heights, fumbling it on the kickoff and then 2 fumbles later in the game really gave Sterling a chance here by the end of it and really made it quite the game to watch.
And I am going to give credit where credit is due before we get out of this one. Sterling will finish the year now 6-4. This was after going 6-4 last year. They lost in second round again, but going back a few years, Sterling was 4-5 2 years ago. They were 1-8 3 years ago. So this senior class for Sterling, even though it was 6 of them, they have fought. I'm sure we're going to see this Black Bears team back in the playoffs next year after a big loaded junior class will be back. But a heck of a run by Sterling in this one.
Yeah, Sterling is such a good team, and they are young. Coming into this game, I was a little worried for Valley Heights. Sterling definitely has the better resume. It's just hands down. They have a good team out there. Valley Heights just showed some things I haven't seen them do before, probably some things they haven't seen in tape, and really props to the coaches as well for a great game plan coming into here for Valley Heights.
A great game plan. They come away with the win, as Clinton mentioned, too. 3 fumbles in that fourth quarter. Valley Heights had 6 all season. So the resilience of this offense, defense, both sides of the ball, not to give up. And, of course, that final play, a little trickeration Sterling was trying to do and ended up getting the win, a big tackle to stop here on a rainy night. Looking at a few stats or looking at how this game worked out, Valley Heights started off the scoring with a 1-yard touchdown run by Jaden DeWalt, made it 8-0 after Kane Dummermuth put in the 2-point conversion. Mustangs got their second touchdown of the first quarter on another 1-yard touchdown run by Jaden DeWalt, 16-point conversion after DeWalt put in the 2-point conversion. Sterling got on the board with 17 seconds left right before halftime as quarterback Logan Isaac found Wyatt Newberry for a 9-yard touchdown score. At halftime, it was Valley Heights 16, Sterling 6. Coming out of half, Valley Heights forced Sterling to punt the ball. Valley Heights scored on their first possession, took almost 9 minutes off the game clock. At the 1:19 mark, DeWalt punched in his third touchdown of the night and second 2-point conversion, making it 24-6. But the fourth quarter, the final 13 minutes, didn't set right with the Mustangs. Sterling got a score at the 10:47 mark on a 23-yard touchdown run by Dylan Burgess, his first of the night. Valley Heights turned around and fumbled it on the kickoff. Sterling turned it over on downs. Valley Heights punted it or fumbled it as KNDY put it on the ground for the first time this season. Sterling turned that fumble into another 23-yard touchdown run by Dylan Burgess. It was 24-19 Sterling, and Valley Heights had an opportunity to run the clock out on a 4th down and 1 on the Sterling about 40-yard line, and a quarterback fumble between center and quarterback gave Sterling the ball back with 43 seconds left. The Black Bears got it into Valley Heights territory, but defense came up big with incompletions and tackles to end this contest out.
Yeah, those fumbles at the end definitely made this a very close contested contest here tonight. I was harping on it a little bit where I thought maybe a punt, we could see a punt instead of going for it. Maybe looking back, they wish they would have done that, but you don't know how the game's going to turn out until it's done, and Valley Heights walks out of here with the victory. Tonight, for Sterling, we had quite a few faces on the defensive side of the ball, really led by Wyatt Newberry, picking up 5 solo tackles along with Maxwell and Pont. For Valley Heights, we are looking at Logan Gray coming up with 8 solo tackles and a tackle for a loss, Vulcan with 6 solo tackles, and Crowder picking up 2 tackles for a loss here tonight. So with 3 solo tackles, so a few different guys getting in there for Valley Heights as well.
Now, offensively, we're going to start with Sterling in this one. It is Zane Fairney, the 1,500-yard back on the season, unofficially 19 rushes for 106 yards. Dylan Burgess, the big man on the night, 7 rushes for just short of 100 yards. Those 2 touchdowns. Wyatt Newberry, the other back, 11 rushes for 66 yards. On this game, Sterling came into the contest averaging 330 yards on the ground. Unofficially, they picked up 293. So Valley Heights really didn't stop their run game, but I think neither team felt like they stopped anything this evening. Valley Heights more shot themselves in the foot. Through the air, 2 for Sterling. Quarterback Logan Isaac was 3 for 13 and 1 touchdown pass. That pass caught by Wyatt Newberry. As for the Valley Heights Mustangs, no passing. Max Shanks was 0 for 1, but that's fine. You come away with the victory. You rely on your backfield. Logan Gray, 14 rushes, 79 yards, and Jaden DeWalt, unofficially, 28 rushes for 125 yards, 3 touchdowns, and that 1 fumble. Max Shanks, some big runs, too, 7 rushes for 26 yards, and Kane Dummermuth, 3 rushes for 8. Valley Heights, 238 on the ground unofficially on this contest. Again, a good back-and-forth game between these two. Clinton, final thoughts of this one before we move on to next week?
Not much here tonight to end on, just privileged to watch such a fun game out here. Privileged to be sitting in a booth on this rainy night. But both teams really walk away from this, I hope, with confidence. I know Sterling is a young team. They will be back, I think you said. We will see them again in this position. And next time, I worry, with a little bit more age and experience, they could be a heck of a team. Valley Heights played their hearts out and came up with the win tonight.
And looking a little bit forward on to next week's sectional round, the winner of this contest takes on the winner of Hutch Trinity and Medicine Lodge. Of course, Valley Heights fans very familiar with that Medicine Lodge name. I'm going to give you one little snippet here, though. If Hutch Trinity gets the win, they are the 2 seed out west. Valley Heights is the 3. Valley Heights will be on the road next week. If Medicine Lodge is able to get the win, they will be the 7 seed. Valley Heights the 3. The Mustangs back at home for the 2nd straight year versus Medicine Lodge will match up in the sectional round. Of course, that was a game last year that Medicine Lodge handed Valley Heights the loss 48-30 before Medicine Lodge went on to lose to eventual 1A state champion Conway Springs. Want to pass along a few scores for you here real quick from our friend Jeff Wirtz over at the TVL Sports Spotlights. Finals from tonight. First in our other 11-man game, Centralia Panthers over the Olpe Eagles 40-26 as both 1A 11-man schools make it from the TVL. Elsewhere in the 8-man side of the state. Axel, of course, continues their historic run, 54-0 over Rural Vista. Clifton Clyde over Oswego, 44-20. Frankfort over Martin Valley, 46-0 as the Wildcats stop Martin Valley. But a big loss for the TVL as the Hanover Wildcats could not come back as they fall at Burlingame, 36-24. So 6 TVL teams enter tonight. 5 move on to the second round. Keep posted on the KNDY Facebook page for our Game of the Week next week, as we'll have that posted by Monday afternoon. A big thank you tonight for our sponsors as well: Blue Valley Auto and Hardware, Titan Trailers, Performance Ag of Waterville, the Citizens State Bank branches, the Blue Rapids Mercantile, Mustang Motors, Blue Valley Trailers, the Route 77 Corner Stores, Parker Seed, Anders Fifley and Christy Anders Funeral Home, Sapp Brothers Petroleum, Waterville Housing Authority, Landall Company, Gray Family Dental, Cottage Hill Ag Supply, Twin Valley Developmental Services, Blue Valley Technologies, Blue River Veterinary Clinic of Waterville, Sharp Manufacturing, and Tammy Parker Realty. Again, a big thank you to Marysville Dental Care for being our sponsor throughout this entire season. A reminder, the Marysville Dental Care is where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your #1 rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care you deserve. Again, the Valley Heights Mustangs victorious over Sterling 24-14 as they move on to the sectional round of the 1A high school state playoffs for the second time in 2 years under head coach Cody Trimble. Coming up later tonight, the Farm Bureau Insurance Scoreboard Show brought to you by Patrick Booty of Marysville and Bryce Leonard of Washington twice each hour during the 10 and 11 o'clock hours as Bruce Deerking will get that set up for me back in the station. Again, for Quentin Blasky here to my left, this has been Max Blasky on the call tonight. Your Mustangs victorious 24-19 as we sign off. Please drive safe wherever you're going, and we will see you back next Friday for more Friday Night Lights right here on KNDY FM 95.5.
KNDY.